This show is intended for adult audiences. You know, people with bills, backaches, responsibilities, and a functioning sense of humor. It contains strong language, stronger opinions, and the kind of jokes that might send the emotionally fragile into a full-blown meltdown. If you're easily offended, perpetually outraged, or think words are violence, this is your cue to clutch your pearls, grab a blankie, and sprint to your nearest safe space. Or, you know, just get in the sea. We won't miss you. For everyone else, buckle up and let's have some laughs.
Rated D for dickhead.
You I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Bad news. Morality, and now we're facing media's mortality. They lost the plot, we'll take a stand. These corporations must perish when we claim our land. Enough is enough, we've drawn the line. We'll take back our stories, a spark divide. The will of the fans, a storm on the rise. We won't be silenced by their hollow lies. We claim the legacy, break the chains. These companies must die for our world to remain. They can't take a passion. We're holding the gates for every fan stands protecting the will to create. We are the true keepers, the defenders of lore, and we won't stop until we settle the score.
What year is it? Who's the president? Sorry.
Benjamin Netanyahu.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Earth.
Right.
Them.
Right.
All right. No, I don't care either way. Better that than Palestine. But it's still, screw them all. Hello, everybody, and welcome to WTF Live. We are a half an hour late. Yes. And I thought you guys would be told, and yeah, that's my fault. It was the last minute, and I just couldn't quite make it in time. I still had tons to do, and I've had about an hour of sleep since the last stream. So that's why I look like a bag of shit, and we're late. So I do apologize. We will continue to try to bring you the same high quality entertainment that we usually do, just a little bit later than we were planning to. So I apologize. It's all my fault, or whatever caused me to be late.
John.
It's their fault. You know?
I mean, I was 15 minutes late in telling chat that we were going to be half an hour late.
I didn't even think
Yeah,
about it.
thank you. Yeah, I do appreciate it. I appreciate that one of you thought of it. That was nice. Grant is in the chat. Hello, mate. I was thinking about you the other day. I was out on my bike and I saw something fucking funny, cracked me up. I thought, oh, I've got to send that to Grant, but I never got around to it. It would be cool to catch up. So hopefully, yeah, if you are around, let's get you back on the show. That'd be fantastic. So anyway, there we go. Yes, I know Hypno trained everybody well. Hypno does that quite a lot, actually. But then I guess when you're big time, you can get away with stuff like that. When you're small time, people are like, yes, you're not exactly turning in a very good performance right now, are you, Will? It's time for an audit. So no, the truth is I was fucking knackered. I had to get a nap, and then that meant I was late for almost everything else. And that's why I'm dead. So whatever. Hope you guys will stick around for the duration. It's going to be a fun show. We're going to wrap up a few topics that have happened that we didn't have time for one reason or another. Christmas basically being the principal one, and try and get them all out of the way so that we can focus on other things that will be coming up, like Wanker of the Year and such. in subsequent streams. As of right now, no plans to change the schedule at all. So hopefully you guys are available over New Year as well, and we'll just power through everything. If 7-Eleven stays open, then so can I. You know, that's basically my thought. Anyway, yes, we have got a show today. We have got Ubisoft getting hacked. It's the final meltdown for Ubisoft. Like, genuinely, the worst year I can possibly imagine for that company. We'll get to that. We also have a bit of good news in GOG getting acquired by its co-founder to be redirected back to its original purpose, thus giving us a bit of an insurance policy should anything ever happen to Steam. So that's pretty cool too, especially with the rest of the gaming industry the way it has been for the last year and change. But even Nintendo falling into the old "you have no fucking rights to own anything" category. We've got felting Disney, the MCU, irrelevant movies, and feminists getting taken down by themselves. That's pretty nice too. So all that and probably a little more. Plus, of course, the grand rank to end all ranks. We'll be ranking hard in front of all of you at the end of the stream as we attempt to tackle the 8 episodes that we finished watching almost a month ago of Red Dwarf Series 7, that one way or another just never quite got to schedule it because of mostly the Game Awards. Right. So we'll be ranking those episodes as well. Nothing's prepared. Everything's late and gay. Do apologize. Last time I'm going to say it though. In the meantime, John, how are you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm awesome as always. I got my makeshift boiler room heating setup working, and as you can see, I'm just here in a t-shirt. Like, this is only like one layer too, so it's like
what's that about?
In this room. It's like 80-90 degrees in here. It's fucking almost like a sauna last night. At a certain point I was like, oh shit, this is working too well. I'm gonna have to shut this up.
Like me when my aircon's not working.
Right. I've just been relaxing, taking a day, just kind of collect myself, I suppose, which really isn't too hard considering I don't have much going on. Yeah, sure. I mean,
collecting yourself, huh?
Well,
call it?
I suppose that is a word.
I gotta do it.
That's yes. Although I don't think that so much as a collection as more so of like a withdrawal or a deposit. I don't know. Anyway, not much going on. It's been a nice early start to the morning. Woke up at around 6 a.m. here, local time. So I've been up for about 2.5 hours, and it's just been a nice little relaxing kind of few days. I'm sure there's shit that I need to actually attend to, but I haven't looked at messages really around to see what I need to be working on. So I'll take care of that after the show. And those are problems for future John to deal with. Right now, though, I'm here and ready to go for the show. So that's
all right. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go. Right?
Do it. Yeah. Rhoda, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, I've been up for about 10.5 hours, which is nice because
24.
Yeah.
Plus whatever I was up for before we streamed yesterday. So
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Just kind of getting back into not being at work for a few hours.
That's nice.
I'm back on like my normal early shifts now, so that's good. So I'll be able to get a bit of the rhythm going again. Be a little bit more I hope.
Yeah, you're fine.
I have
half an hour late.
I've sent you the picture from this morning. Yeah. X. I sent
me the update on the hostages. That's good. Thank you. Yes, we must make sure that they don't escape, of course, or else merriment and freedom may escape into the world. That would be a terrible, terrible thing, of course. And it's also a great time for X to decide that it's not going to load no matter what I do. Wonderful.
Bollocks.
Of course. Perfect, isn't it? This is my revenge. It's revenge. Everything's getting revenge on me for being late by now not working at all. There we go. All right, what we got? Hold on. Come on. And we have evidence the hostages are still alive. in some condition or another. Wow, that's quite a few that went out there, but there's one on top. That's what we care about around here. It's in the trash again, ladies and gentlemen. The streak continues. Yes. All right.
Yeah, that was
already
I forgot to send you.
That's all right. That's fine. That'll do. That's all we needed. Just
the
proof.
garden bin.
Proof
Yeah.
that God's work is being done. Oh wait, we have another photo actually.
Yeah, there's two of them.
Yeah. All right. There's another one. Who's on the? Is that what the? That looks like Pamela Anderson. No, it's Bridget Bardot apparently.
Yeah.
Did she
Yeah.
die? No.
She
Okay.
passed away. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a shame.
which is a shame.
I'm sure. But the Guardian's in the trash again. So
Yeah, the story behind that one is you see the recycling bin is completely empty.
what was?
The recycling bin was completely empty apart from the papers that I just put in it.
Right. So
Yeah. My friend on night shift, she understands that I like to know the situation with the papers, so she emptied the recycling bin without throwing the papers away, so I could do it.
That is
Oh, that's worth another one. Fuck it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the continued diligence, Rhoda's co-worker. Anything else, bud?
If I'm not too sleepy, I'm going to do a Tomb Raider stream tonight. But,
All
yeah,
right.
that's about it. Nothing's really happened apart from work and sleep and the odd bit of coughing.
Right. Yeah. For me, it's without the sleep, basically.
Mhm.
Which is good, I guess, because it means I'll crash right after this stream, and then that means I'll be back on a daytime shift for the actual days off. So, which are not my days off anyway. But whatever. All right. Let's begin then. We have some two peaks. Say what?
Yes. Oh, I said it seems Grant's concerned about my my screen placement, but you
Yes.
know,
Well, it's a foot in front of your face, isn't it?
you know, it's kind of a forced perspective thing, and also this is a 4K monitor, so I'm only using like this much. So it's like, but it does set people off, but it's fun. Not like all the way up. That'll happen later. You know, that's when the limits show up.
Yes, indeed. Of course, it's the usual grift. You know the drill. If the limit bar gets filled, we play titty videos and the heart piece goes up. When we get the full heart, it's Jackbox time again. That's right. And of course, it is also the 199th episode of this show, which means that the next one, assuming my math is not incorrect, will be the 200th episode. So we will be playing apparently Broforce.
Yeah. Broforce!
Yeah, a lot of fun because we'll probably have like a rotating fourth spot for people if they want to jump in and play with us, assuming we can get that to work. I don't know. I haven't tried to do something like that before, so it'll probably all go tits up and we'll all look like idiots as usual. But there you go. That's what it's like.
Try to practice tomorrow.
Maybe, yes. Well, we probably should do that. Yeah, we should
make sure everything rolls
so that we don't just waste people's fucking time. Yeah, that would be nice. Did today. Anyway. Okay, let's talk about some freaking topics because we have got some stuff that we need to cover. I just wanted to laugh at Ubisoft, guys. It's been the grift that keeps on grifting for nearly 2 years at this point. Just laughing at the fall of Ubisoft. I mean, even just without this story, it's worth observing just how absolutely terrible things have gone for this company. Like, it all started at the beginning of 2024 before that for me in 2022, when they were hinting about like people not owning video games, you know, and I was happy about that then. But at the start of 2024, of course, they then said the infamous line, gamers need to get more comfortable not owning their games. We all took exception to that, apart from Leon, of course. For some reason, I think he's changed his tune by now. And it began what has been a very uncomfortable 2 years for Ubisoft, where they have lost at every available turn and ultimately been bought out this year by Tencent, who now owns a fucking ton of their company. They had to completely create an entirely new subsidiary that they then packed all their franchises into to protect them from the implosion of Ubisoft, while they themselves were getting lawsuits up the arse for mistreatment of employees. and well, kind of grapey stuff too, actually.
I was going to say mistreatment is a very kind word for stuff up there.
Straight up sexual assault really is basically what we're talking about. And just last but not least, 2025 just wasn't quite ready to let them go. You know, they've lost out so much from last year with Star Wars Outlaws, then pushing through to this year to try and get something out of the release of Assassin's Creed Shadows. It didn't work. That game is a laughing stock. It never went anywhere. We talked about it much more before it came out than afterwards. They disappeared for most of the year after that while they reorganized their entire company to try and survive what is basically Gamergate 2, only to get hacked right before the end of the year and have billions, trillions in in-game currency given out to players for free in, I think it's Rainbow Six. So it's just a great opportunity to take the piss out of Ubisoft one last time before the year ticks over into 2026. But before that, however, Sardoc is here for £5 of legitimate currency. I'm fucking tired. I can't talk properly. Sorry, guys.
Every single person of, that's intelligent, hardworking, ambitious, had dreams and goals, has abandoned England in the last 200 years.
True story. It says, so I guess Ubisoft now needs to get comfortable not owning their games. Yeah.
Pretty much everyone has, It's like it's a valid compromise that we all hinged upon, I think, is that yeah, I don't have a problem not owning your games. I haven't bought a fucking Ubisoft game in, I don't know, a decade.
Yeah. The only Ubisoft games I own now are, or bought this year, I didn't buy any, but the only Ubisoft games I acquired this year were either gifted to me or really, really old.
Right.
So it's a different company back then. But of course, the joke here is that even Ubisoft doesn't own their own games if they can get hacked so easily and lose all of their in-game currency and manipulative tactics to the players. It's just a straight win for gamers, and well put, very good.
That and the safe house subsidiary to
well, I mean, that is such an embarrassment. I'm actually amazed people didn't pick up on that more. Right. Like, I felt like more people were going to rip on them for that, but it felt like it was really only me. Just saying, to take a step back and look here. They've actually had to create a new company as a subsidiary to hide their assets in. Yeah,
of course. I've been predicting Ubisoft's downfall ever since I did my research into them and found out their weird connections to the WF and the United Nations and the back connection they made, because it's like, that information is there, but it's like so many things that are right out in the open. Nobody cares. They just look right past it. They don't even think about that kind of stuff. But I think ultimately they'd be happy if that information weren't so easily accessible. And so, if
it is,
information.
And of course, they also had their massive tearing apart at the hands of Savvy, who revealed that they were basically the cause of and progenitor of Sweet Baby Inc.
Yep.
They all came from Ubisoft originally.
Kimball,
the crimes of Ubisoft.
Yeah. And that was the thing that I had found out, was that she was spun off basically to be their point man in the independent game sector.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we had that as well. Of course, that they were part of, what was it, Riot Games or something? That was them as well.
Yep.
They had their fingers in a lot of pies, and basically all those pies turned out to have anthrax in them. So good. Couldn't happen to a more deserving bunch of Le Kunts. So that's not how you pronounce that, but I don't know how. So fuck it. Have a Merry Christmas. Lovely.
Indeed.
James is here for $5. Thank you very much, Mr. James. Appreciate you. Says, looks like Ubisoft is the one that needs to get used to not owning their games. And boom, we got it again. Jesus Christ, he's right. Great minds really do think alike, you guys. That's true. Yeah, that's it. I mean, they literally mocked gamers for wanting to own their games, subsequently had to move their own games into a different brand So that alone is close enough to not owning your own games,
Yep.
Ubisoft. Only again for them to get felted and for gamers to take control of one of their biggest games just to undermine it. But people hate this company, and people don't forget. Gamers, again, we don't forget, man. We are as bad, if not worse, than Anonymous, because we'll put our fucking faces and names on it and say, "Hello, I don't forgive you,"
That's
and
right.
I never will.
Because
You
ominous.
yeah, and it's just you don't fuck with your customers.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Well, they would have to actually
They
respect you
should.
as a customer to first have that in their, you know.
Yes,
Fine,
something
fine.
quite impossible if you are taking all of your cues and thoughts from the WEF, of course,
Right.
where they don't even consider us to be customers anymore.
No,
We are, in
consumers.
fact, consumers, which is just another nice way of boiling a human being down to a pig in a trough.
Yep.
And I don't like that. James has another one, though, for another $5. Wow, thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate you. Says, Will, the hackers stole all Ubi shit all the way back to the 90s. It's not just currency that he lost. That was the distraction. Oh, well then, you see, I don't actually get all the information that I need to beforehand. I thought I did, but there we go. We will find out more. Thank you very much for letting me know that, buddy. I've been very busy today.
That would make sense, though, that they would pawn it off on something like, "Oh, it's just virtual currency. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. These things happen. We'll deal with it." But
That is madness. That is
like, far more
crazy.
substantial.
So all of their games, like everything that they've put
Well,
out, somebody's
that's what I want to know now.
Well,
I'm-
I'm certainly not one of the hackers, but if I were someone who was willing to hack into Ubisoft, I would probably actually be looking for that information that I was just talking about, and into the further details of it. 'Cause that is, you know, interesting stuff. I'm sure the actual who's and how they went about it, and all the kind of weird fuckery that has a global conspiracy effectively like aimed right into the game industry, which is really weird and strange, but also at the same time.
Yeah,
kinda-
no, this is interesting. Actually, it does seem to say that there is more going on than just Rainbow Six, but this is interesting that almost no one is reporting it. They're all just talking about Rainbow Six, which is why I haven't got as much information as I would have liked to have. But there we go. We'll continue to have a look into it. Anyway, thank you very much for the info, James. Appreciate it.
they're blowing trumpets about this one aspect of it, so people don't investigate
Yeah.
the other aspect.
Yeah, they're
I think-
amplifying the spectacle and
worse.
trying to avoid the substance.
Yeah. So they get them to look all at one thing at a time, and then they go into the back end and take everything.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That's amazing. That's even better. That's the best. All right. Garrett Griffin is here for $5 as well. Says, hi, how y'all? Tired, but otherwise good. Thank you. They write the jokes write themselves sometimes, don't they? They do. Especially in the modern era of the AAA game industry. They just seem to just keep stepping on those rakes. Like the whole industry is Sideshow Bob at this point. It is freaking ridiculous, and you gotta love it. Thank you very much for the $5. We'll start to get into it. Okay, so this was the article that came out of Insider Gaming. So Insider Gaming has a habit of being sometimes based and sometimes just a puppet.
Mhm.
Just a smiling face at the front end of an insidious plot. So it says a recent slew about a series of hacks and breaches at Ubisoft have been blown way out of proportion, according to people familiar with the events that have unfolded over the past couple of days. Do we believe this?
No, not really. Not at all.
Not even a little bit. No, not even a little bit.
Certainly
Various rumors and claims of a Ubisoft breach began after the company shut down Rainbow Six Siege servers following a hacker who gifted players a combined, I don't even know, millions, billions, trillions, hundreds of trillions, 339 trillion, nearly 340 trillion dollars in in-game currency. Wow, that is fucking fucking colossal.
Indeed.
Damn. According to sources familiar with the breach, Ubisoft intends to perform a rollback to undo this change. Oh, yeah, that's good PR, isn't it?
Right.
We're sorry that you were gifted all this money.
That
and
doesn't
now you've
really
been able to get all this
exist.
stuff.
but-
You don't actually get to keep anything, though, because, you know, who has to pay for the mistakes that the company makes? Why,
Oh,
it's
well.
the customers, of course.
Right. Socialize those losses, privatize those profits, socialize the losses. That is the way it's done. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's pathetic, actually, especially considering that Rainbow Six Siege is, what, a 10-year-old game
I
at
think
this point?
long ass time it's
Yeah.
been around.
2015. I remember when they had the dodgy, when they used to do the fucking staged trailers, like the fake Let's Play at E3, and everyone's talking like they're actually in the military. It's really cringe. And you see a bunch of like side shaved SJWs going on your six. It's like, stop it. That was a long time ago. That was before the Philippines. So I'm gonna, there you go. December 1st, 2015. It is just over 10 years old, and
Wow.
people are still playing it. So, in other words, you have some loyal, very loyal, probably your most loyal customers there, and they're the ones you're going to screw.
That sounds like
Like
an Ubisoft move, but I don't know that.
What are they going to do if like people have spent their in-game currency on in-game stuff? Are they going to like take back
Yeah, they're going to roll it back.
items that they've bought?
Yeah.
They're
That's
just going to delete them
exactly
from
what
people's
they're saying
accounts,
is that,
like Sony with movies.
they're going
I guess they would go into any transactions that happened in the last XYZ amount of time and invalidate them. That'll be it. Yeah. But anyway, it's not the only hack. According to other groups of hackers, oh wow, there were lots of groups of hackers then. Yes. Ubisoft suffered a massive breach with some 900 gigabytes of data compromised. Allegedly, the data included source code, internal tools, and development materials. Jesus Christ. This is worse than what happened to Insomniac at the end of 2023. Remember they got all their Wolverine stuff nicked? And loads of other back-end info and data and source code. This is worse than that. Upcoming and previous games. It now seems these claims were, in fact, untrue. Really?
I mean,
The group with such claims haven't been able to provide any evidence of the alleged breach. So, that doesn't mean it's not true.
Right. They could still be working their way into it. Because once you get it out, it's still possibly encrypted, and you still have to it seems like 900 gigs is a lot to not mean much of anything. So
I think there's some cope going on right here.
Yeah.
It says sources within Ubisoft have told Insider Gaming that the company's security team have been made aware of some breaches earlier this year following leaks surrounding projects such as Scout and the since cancelled Far Cry game codenamed Talisker. Another group that claimed to have breached user information has since backtracked saying it was false. Where's your evidence of that? Where's the link? All right. According to sources familiar with some of the groups who allege such breaches, they say the hacks were blown way out of proportion and some individuals just wanted clout from the hack. Okay, so that's entirely possible, but it's also very possible that this is something where someone's getting paid, someone's getting their hostages. And
well, I was going to say, now it is quite common, as we were saying, people amplify spectacle. So I would imagine there would be some people trying to glom onto it. But, even though there might be more reported activity than actually went on, I'm pretty sure what went on was actually quite substantial.
Yeah.
In and of itself. So,
well, I mean, companies don't like to lose massive piles of data and will do almost anything to make their shareholders believe that everything's okay afterwards.
Indeed.
So there's bad faith potential on all sides. So who do you trust? Well, in my experience, trusting Ubisoft has proven only to end in tears. So I think we'll continue to raise our eyebrows at this left, right, and center wherever we can. Ubisoft also is not commenting on it, but they're, of course, away because it's the holidays. In the meantime, Smegheads has come in for 20 Aussie dollars. Thank you very much, man. And says, hope you guys had a good Christmas. Yeah, it's been pretty good, actually, considering that I didn't actually do much. Just kept it tame. It says, and wish you all the best for the new year. And likewise to you, sir. Thank you very much. As it says, have a good one, lads, and cheers. Well, cheers to you too, buddy. Thank you very much for the
I got this new anime plot. Basically, there's this high school girl, except she's got huge boobs. I mean, some serious hunkers. A real setup of donkers. Packing some Doban hunkeros. Massive da hunka bankaloos. Big old Tanahangara cougars. What happens next? Transfer student shows up one day with even bigger Hanaga hoogs. Humongous hungalamga no logangas.
He's a smee. He's a smee. He's a smee. He's a smee. Hey.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Yeah, so they reached out to them for comment, but did not get a response. Of course not. There are, of course, other reports of exactly what happened. We got from this random site here that does actually mention it. All the others are just saying the headlines are Rainbow Six hacked, Rainbow Six hacked. Rumors of large-scale security breaches at Ubisoft began after the Rainbow Six Siege incident on December the 27th. The hacker gifted players nearly $400 million. No, it ain't. No, it's way more than that. Forcing Ubisoft to shut down its servers. According to sources, that's bad enough.
Mm-hmm.
People were freaking out. They were going, why can't I play my game that I've been playing for 10 years? Have Ubisoft pulled the plug on it? Have they stolen my game? Is this part of their evil Machiavellian plot? But no, it's actually them that's getting felted. You love it. The company plans to roll back the changes. Of course, that means they'll just go back. Like James said, it's actually as simple as just storing a backup of the servers as they were. Yeah. So they won't actually have to go in and do any real work.
Yeah.
Someone's working at Ubisoft right now, though, but it ain't in the PR team.
Right.
I remember actually when I was doing my outsourcing firm, we had a client who suddenly contacted us on Christmas morning to tell us that they'd had a terrible thing happen or something. Apparently we'd fucked up and the devs had fucked up something and it wasn't working. And of course, they were an Australian vegan marketplace for, pre-packed orderable meals. So of course we had to deal with a bunch of those kinds of assholes, which meant that I had to ride a bus back from where I was to home to basically sit in a bar and oversee a bunch of people frantically going into the office to try and fix a problem that we uncovered later was the client's fault. So Merry Christmas 2020, that was. This year was substantially better. I didn't have to do that. So, every year I don't have to leave my family to go and stare at a screen I don't understand with no one on Christmas Day is a pretty good Christmas. But yeah, there we go. It says at the same time, the company will not ban players who decide to accept the hacker's generosity. No, but you won't get to keep your stuff.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, you're not going to keep it, but we're not going to ban you. Well, no, I mean, why would you ban someone for that? That's not their fault. They're a victim.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if they did choose to do that, that would just be another PR disaster.
That would be
all of this.
That would be the end of Rainbow Six Siege, probably.
Right.
Servers would be shut down within a year, no doubt. However, the Rainbow Six Siege incident is not the only one. A massive leak of 900 gigabytes. It's the same thing again. But they're saying the same thing. They're all saying it's false now. Unfortunately, we don't seem to be getting much more than that. But it's bad enough, isn't it? The fact that they got hacked at all. The fact that this is a possible thing that you can do to Ubisoft. Just fucking appalling that we even had to deal with this in the first place. Can this company do nothing without ultimately ending up with egg on their faces?
I I don't think so. I think
Nah.
yeah. It's
I
perpetual.
think about the timeline of it all too. I mean, there's no ways left short of Eve Gilmore being found, face down in some public bathroom, having shat all down his legs or something. It really can't get much worse, can it? They've completely facing every possible conceivable way, and they're one of the biggest companies in the whole industry. They've always seemed like a bit of a Mickey Mouse organization to me, even when they were, on top. But this is absurd. Like, they can't get PR right. They can't release a game. They are woke beyond belief. They've lost so much fucking money. The stock price is in the toilet. I wonder what the stock price is now.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Oh no,
it's been under $10 for quite some time now. So
pretty much all year. Yeah. Where are we? Let's go year to date.
But yeah,
it's actually barely affected. It seems to be going up actually, but at present, Ubi stock is at what do we reckon?
I'm gonna say still under 10.
Oh yeah, definitely,
yeah.
8.
Lower.
Yeah, I was thinking more like at best 7, but realistically probably somewhere at 6 and change.
Yep, that's dead on actually. €675. Oh boy, that you got.
Has it been lower than that?
Huh?
Oh yeah, has it been lower than that?
Oh yeah, it has. Yeah, it's actually in the middle of bouncing back up at the moment. About a week ago, a bit more than a week ago, it was down to 586, which I think might be the lowest point in recent history. Yeah, although the last time they were at 6 something near that mark was 2012.
Yeah,
2012, buddy. That's
but also when you bear in mind like the worth of money these days, that $5 back in 2012 was worth a lot more than.
That's true. There's that too. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Fucking hell! What a mess, Ubisoft. You look so stupid. They just can't stop. I mean, even like not that long ago, about 3 hours ago, a mate of mine just randomly texted me just to tell me how much fun he was not having playing Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Right.
A mate of mine from the UK says he bought it on sale, and he says I wish he hasn't because it's boring as fuck and the combat shit and the characters are cringe and why is there a black samurai? And I was like, look, man, go back to my channel and just search the word Ubisoft and you'll find about fucking 50 videos that will bring you all up to speed, and a good half a dozen live streams as well. It is what it is, but yeah, no, it's just and he's like, compared to me, a total normie, and so he's not impressed at all. No one's impressed. This is just absurdly embarrassing. Give me 1 second. I've got to go and do a thing. Sorry.
No worries.
Hold the fort. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and how the Ubisoft's some interesting things. But what are your thoughts on it, Ro? You haven't said terribly too much.
I'm trying to think of French dishes to take the piss out of them with. I'm going to go with it's a cock up, monsieur.
Indeed. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's just, how does the same shit keep happening to the same people? They must be. Is it incompetence or?
I think at this point in time that it'd have to at least be recognized partially as incompetence. But
are they crashing the company on purpose to sell it to the investors?
Well, that's always been my take on it, is that they were going to find ways to intentionally ground this thing, so they could get rid of all their dealings of the past 20, 30 years. Because they are pretty corrupt in a variety of ways, whether that's to their customers, to their shareholders, to their employees. Ubisoft is pretty terrible in just about any way that you look at it from any perspective. but yeah, certainly there is a high level of incompetence to have to have security breach issues and then just kind of glance over it as though, oh well, that's something that is over and done with. We don't have to deal with that again, and then they have to deal with it yet again. At a certain
Yeah.
point in time, maybe just maybe you might want to invest.
They might want to try some pattern recognition.
They might want to, try to
I
sort
mean,
out things that seem like they're a non-zero, likelihood of happening, and maybe try to work around that. Yeah.
seems like even Rayman doesn't have legs.
Indeed.
Well,
Man,
that matter.
that's a game series that they haven't touched in quite some time.
Yeah, I think that's the only Ubisoft game that I actually own. It's like Rayman 1 on PlayStation 1.
Let's see. Ubisoft, I believe that they were, weren't they partnered up for the KOTOR? I know that was BioWare that actually did the development, but was it Ubisoft that did the publishing on it? I can't remember.
No, not the they're not the developer of it. That project is apparently Saber Interactive, which is good.
Right.
They're the Warhammer guys. I'm trying to think. They definitely did some more games in the past though related to that, but no, I'm trying to think actually what Ubisoft games I own apart from like Assassin's Creed and stuff. I own the Far Cry's, but they were gifted to me. The games I owned before that, things like Grandia.
Let me consult my old Steam library, see if I can actually find anything in here that I don't know that I really do.
Well, there you go. Anyway, in the meantime, thank you very much to St. Hugo, who has gifted a membership. Thank you. That is much appreciated. That's one more for the Grift Force. Yeah. Thank you very much. And Garrett says, for $5, I actually preferred the Assassin's Creed fiction over the games themselves, but that's always been true with me and gaming fiction. I quietly can't forgive them for never finishing what they started properly with Assassin's Creed. I actively didn't have a problem with Desmond. Like, I don't know why they think everyone hated Desmond so much. Yeah, okay, he was a shitty character in the first game, but he got better in the other games when you could play as him. That was kind of the thing that I was invested in the most, was like, okay, we keep going to these really cool periods of history and you get your own story there with Ezio, etc., but it's how it portrays to the current day, because clearly this is still going on. This war between the Assassins and the Templars is still happening in, what was it, 2010 or whenever 2009 when the original came out.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know how that's going to resolve. Sure, but then they sort of realized, oh, well, we can milk this forever if we just get rid of Desmond.
Right.
And thus Ubisoft became Ubisoft that we know them to be today. And there was, apart from the fact that I do actually quite enjoy the parkouring, and I actually, I'm one of these people, I've said it before a couple of times, I don't mind the I don't endorse making a game that is just a map full of random unlockables, but then at the same time I could really enjoy relaxing, watching like Sunny in Philadelphia or something after a day's work and just letting my hands run on autopilot, collecting treasure chests around Paris or wherever the hell it was at the time. And so I've always enjoyed just that, having that sort of repetitive gameplay loop that I could enjoy to help me get sleepy, basically. So I've never had an issue with that. It's much the same way as I don't mind the grinding in JRPGs. Just there's some small joy that you can get out of that, and I never had a big problem with that. So I didn't get especially angry that they had that gameplay loop of like, oh, go to this building, fight your way in, there's a treasure chest, jump out the window, go to the next building, rinse, repeat until you've collected 650 treasure chests.
I used to do things like that, like stick a record on and just grind on the world map Build your
Exactly, that's it. It's just basically grinding in Assassin's Creed, and I didn't mind that at all. And because I always used to want to go for the platinum, and for that you needed to accumulate shitload of wealth and buy up all the properties and things like that as well. So it never bothered me that much. I quite enjoyed it. It's not good gameplay, that much I can say, but it is. There's a place for it. If you're someone like me who was in his 30s at that point and was like, or late 20s, and I just got home from work, I'm gonna have a beer, I'm gonna watch a TV, and maybe I'll slap my PlayStation on the screen next to it so that I can just run around collecting things in Assassin's Creed.
All right. I have nearly 200 items here in my Steam library. Not one of them is from Ubisoft, and less than 5 are from EA. So,
ow!
Achievement unlocked.
Clean. His fucking collection is clean. I don't know. How would I? Can I even filter them by developer? No.
Yeah.
I don't know how many. I know I've got some of the taint in my collection.
All right.
But anyway, to continue to answer Garrett, the point I'm making is, as much as that is a shitty gameplay loop, I used to enjoy that. But the thing that really started to irk me began with actually Black Flag, which sucks because that is probably my favorite overall of all of the Assassin's Creed games.
Mm-hmm.
It
wasn't even meant to be an Assassin's Creed game. It was turned into one after after the fact.
Well, they killed off Desmond, which was a stupid thing to do. They should have had him come back in Assassin's Creed Black Flag or something. But then you play as random generic Abstergo employee,
right?
Where they have turned Abstergo into basically Ubisoft,
right?
So you're testing out their new video game,
right?
But of course, it is in fact the Animus,
right? But I will at least give them some points of. It's kind of like contract lords. They have to go and they say these things to you, but they say it in such a way that you don't even pay attention to it. So. Yeah, like them being the front for this clandestine, paganistic kind of group is actually pretty on point. So I will at least, there's some points there for some level of honesty, but they're only honest in fiction. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Anyway, to answer the challenge of how many Ubisoft pollutions I have in my collection, well, it depends what you go by as pollution, because I can't guarantee I can identify a Ubisoft game straight away, but I do know I've got Assassin's Creed 2. For some reason I don't have Brotherhood, but I have got Revelations. I've got 3, 4, Unity, Syndicate, and Shadows. The only reason I've got Shadows is because it was gifted to me, I think, by our friend who never leaves us alone these days.
Right.
When we're still pretending to be our friend. So that's that. So yes, I have got quite a few Ubisoft games, although I have managed to avoid the stench of some of the worst ones, apart from Shadows, of course, which is the worst. I've got mostly just the core original series before they changed everything in Origins, although I liked Origins for that matter. But then, unfortunately, it didn't stick. Again, they just never knew what to do with that series. This is going to be a massive tangent, but well, it is the end of the year. There's not much here. We can pad it out. I liked that they were gradually moving forward in time. And I didn't mind when they went right back to ancient Egypt to do Origins. But then they went back even further. And then they started darting about the timeline all over the place. Like Origins was supposed to be that you are the first to create the Assassin Order, right? Bayek of Siwa.
Right.
Who actually was voiced
the term
by
Origins.
Abu Bakr Salim, which is interesting. But then of course, with Odyssey, I think is even before that. And that's when they started getting weird with it. Like, oh, you can play as a boy or a girl, but whichever one you play will fundamentally change the history because one will be the good guy, one will be the bad guy.
Right.
And then they decided that the canon was for Cassandra to be the main playable character, even though the overwhelming majority of people played as, was it Alexander or whatever? I can't remember his name.
Mm-hmm.
Alexei.
A lot of companies
Alexei
seem to like to do that. because
Yeah.
they also did that with Cyberpunk.
Mhm.
Well over 2/3 of players played as V being a dude. But
Yeah.
you know,
But they canonize the female version. I know, yeah, of course, while telling you that it doesn't matter.
right.
It's fucking annoying. The other thing that started to really annoy me with Origins, not so much with Origins, but certainly with Odyssey, was just the sheer scope of the area that you had to explore. It wasn't like Paris in Unity is about as big, or London in Syndicate is about as big as I want anything to get. It still looks like a map you can reasonably conquer. You're not conquering a country.
Mhm.
And I understand that there's the appeal in that, but it is an awful fucking time sink, especially when they started doing the really awful fucking thing, which was nerfing the experience points in Odyssey when it first came out, so that you were incentivized to buy the booster pack
Right.
to get back to normal percent leveling. So in other words, in order to level up at a rate that's commensurate with the rate that the game is expecting you to have leveled,
They pay
you've got to pay. Yeah, they paywalled your ability to keep up with the game's natural pace. Fucking assholes.
Yeah, and
Unreal.
that's like some mobile slop kind of bullshit that
It is, yeah. I remember back when Jim Sterling was still one hand on reality.
and a man. Well,
was
he's still a
complaining
man,
when he
but
was- when he was calling himself a man, yeah.
Right,
He was calling
right.
himself Jim, yeah. I remember him complaining about it, and that was back in the days when I actually used to watch his shows, his
Right.
Jimquisition in earnest. I thought he was really good, actually. Even though I didn't agree with him politically, I still very much respected his, anti-corporate,
yeah.
pro gamer approach. It influenced me to be doing what I do now, while he switched and went off and attacked the fans, which is rule number one. You don't attack the fans. Other than that, though, I don't know what else I've got that is Ubisoft, because they publish a lot of shit for other people. So I'm not sure quite how many Ubisoft games I have got. I definitely have. I've got some Far Cries in here though somewhere as well.
Yeah.
Someone's given
Although
me Far Cry 3, 4, and 5.
I
So I've got
think
them too.
I fundamentally have gone on my way to avoid picking up stuff from them at a certain point in time, because once I've kind of realized, I think I realized that a few years back. I was like, I don't really have any, because Ubisoft Connect back in the day when it first started off, they offered you a few free games. So I probably have some games through Ubisoft Connect, but that's such a bullshit game launching server thing that I don't even fuck with it. And so, but yeah, my Steam library is completely clean. So
There you go. Lucky you. I do have so many good games in here that I want to play though. Although I think somebody did gift me Star Wars Outlaws. Is that here? Yeah, there it is. I've got it. But I've never played it. I just want to make sure that
you'd have been better served if they would have gifted you a goat.
And to be fair, as much as I appreciate whoever did gift me that, if you want, you can literally just experience a more satisfying version of the game by watching Mauler's 17.5-hour takedown of Ubisoft that he released about 3 weeks ago now.
Mhm.
It's insane how, like, this guy took 7 years to put together a series doing The Force Awakens, but then manages to put out a 17.5-hour single video. I don't understand him the way he does this channel. It doesn't make any sense, but the thing is, his content's so damn good. He only has to release one video a year, and he will just continue to grow exponentially. And good for him. He fucking deserves it. But there, I've got Watch Dogs too. I've got Watch Dogs and Watch Dogs Legion. So there you go. Definitely. I think that might be it. I guarantee some of these others have probably got fucking Ubisoft fingers in their bum holes somewhere as well.
Right.
But I couldn't possibly tell you right now. Why have I got Rise of the Tomb Raider? When did I get that? Fucking hell. The one that's really alerting me is the fact that I seem to be missing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which is one of the best ones.
Right.
I've got Assassin's Creed 2 and Revelations, but not the middle chapter. Oh, well, I guess it is what it is. Anyway, speaking of games that are out on Steam that I did not know were out on Steam, and I actually had to find this out from Kino Casino of all things earlier on. You remember there's a game that we sort of, it comes up in chat once every few months, and no one's ever heard of it or remembers what it is except for a few of us every now and then. And that game is Tomba, otherwise known in the UK as Tombi.
Right.
What I didn't realize, this fucking game is not only out on Steam and has been since last August 2024, but it's currently 60% off in the sale.
Wow.
So you can pick it up for peanuts at the moment. And that is fucking great. I immediately wishlisted it.
I remember somebody a while back told me I'd probably like that.
You would. Yeah, it's a fun action platformer. 2.5D. It's good fun. Here, look, I'll show you the trailer. Hang on. Let's bring this up. Have a look at it. I haven't even seen this game for 20 years, so I can barely remember. But I remember it being really good. Probably not. Game's that damn old now. Oh. Yeah, you jump on the pigs and then throw them. Yeah, it's fun. You're a caveman. It's got not quite RPG elements to it, but they're it's got a strong story-driven kind of thing, and there are elements of, you know, you can improve your character, etc., or unlock things. I don't know why it's a caveman fighting pigs, but who cares? Why is Mario fighting turtles? There you go.
Nice.
Good fun game.
Kind
Really
of Earthworm Jim meets Alex Kid.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, kind of. Could be considered that. Yeah. It's just I just remember it being on PS1 and being a lot of fun. First published in 1997.
Wow.
Well, let's see how they describe it. Oh, you can save anywhere now. That's good. I love that. I like to sort of, you know how we have like journalism mode where you barely play the game at all. I like to call this dad mode.
Yeah. It's like, I'll get back to this someday.
Yeah, and when I do, they'll have save anywhere. They'll have auto save. They'll have rewind in case I fuck up, because I don't have time to lose hundreds of lives on a challenge. You know. Right. I don't mind.
We abuse save anywhere on Tomb Raider so much.
You have to. You have. Who has time these days? You know, if you want me to enjoy the game, that if, like, for example, when I'm playing, I don't know, I was playing Legend of Dragoon some like 3-4 years ago now, on PS1 emulation, and whenever possible, I would have a button mapped to be the triple speed button, so I could just blitz through the parts that I could do, grinding and stuff. It made it much more rewarding. That's why I'm really enjoying playing the pixel remasters of the Final Fantasy series at the moment. I'm just about to finish 2. I've just got to Pandemonium in 2, and yeah, sue me. The boosters are on. I don't have time to sit and grind for 40 hours to get enough money to buy the next fucking cure spell for my character. Sod that. Give me 4 times Gil.
Right.
So yeah. So I don't give a shit. I've already beaten all these games anyway, so I don't feel guilty about it the second time through.
Yeah, no. And once you completed a game, using mods and things like that, or what the hell ever, is just it's a way to spend your time.
Indeed. And as Smegheads is pointing out, the real news is not even the first one, but the sequel actually was released 2 weeks ago.
Oh wow!
On Steam as well. So you can get Tomba 2, which I still always refer to as Tombi.
Indeed.
And I never got to play this one. Ever.
Yeah, I remember advertisements for it, but never. Never.
So, the evil swine return. I like that.
Yeah, I know, right? I didn't even know they'd heard of Macante. But there we go. So this one is more 3D, but still very much enjoyed and beloved by everybody. I never got to play it, but I just love that these. I feel like there is a massive, massive treasure trove of PS1 classics that a lot of people just like. Sony's never going to re-release these games. Like, where's Legend of Dragoon? For the love of God, man! Like, really, Sony, you want to make
you can get
like,
it on
you wanna
PS5.
show favor. You what?
It's on PlayStation. You can get it. I know
Is
you
it?
can get it on PS5. Well, you can in the UK anyway.
Is it available on PS5? Oh, yes, you're right. Yes, you can now. Oh, that's good. Well, at least they did that.
Presumably, you can get it on PS4 as well. I would have thought.
Can you get it on PS4? Let me see. I want to know now, because if that's a game changer for me. What in the fucking world is all this cringe on my screen? Wikipedia. What? I don't care. I'm not in the United States. Sod off. Fuck off. What? Oh, thanks. Yeah, the company that allowed them to change the history of Yasuke. Yeah, I really want to give you my money, don't I? You
Right.
blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Legend of Dragoon. Where is it available? Skip to the end. That's a reference to Spaced episode 1, by the way, that you wouldn't get if you haven't seen it. And PS5. But where? What region? I'm going to go and have to have a look at this, man. I'm going to have to go on PlayStation Store and have a look. And then if I can, fucking figure out a way to run it on my PC. Can't be that hard. All right. Well, that's okay. All right. 10 points to slither in there for Sony, you know, because they don't often make good decisions. We've been saying where's Legend of Dragoon for so many years, and I feel like a lot of people did not know that it's actually available to play. So there we go. Fucking hell. One of the most underrated RPGs of the PlayStation era from RPG Fan, back when that website was actually worth a damn. Well, there we go. Anyway, why use Wikipedia? Because when there are certain topics that I'm not particularly, I know they can't possibly politicize, I don't mind using Wikipedia. When there's something that there might be some controversy around, or any room for a
subjectivity,
then I don't trust them at all. But
exactly.
Anyway, if you haven't played Legend of Dragoon and you haven't played Tombi or Tomba, then I strongly recommend you go and grab them on Steam.
You know, just looking through the Ubisoft library these days,
It's so cheap.
I mean, I understand why I don't have anything here. The only thing that I even have an interest in vaguely, and this was at an earlier point in my life. I don't even know that I do now. It would have been like the South Park games.
Oh yeah, that was them. Yeah, I've got both of them as well. Yeah.
But for the most part,
though, because they were fucking great. They were really good. And Grandia was published by Ubisoft, and Grandia 2 published by Ubisoft. What about Hitman? Was that them?
no, that would be IO Interactive. That was,
yeah. I meant publishing, really, but yeah.
I suppose that would have been Squeenix at that point in time.
Of course it would. Of course it would. Yeah, you're right. Squenix. Poor bastards. Poor bastards. Here's hoping Final Fantasy 17 is a turn-based. I saw a thing earlier on. Some people were bitching about a Chinese game called Sword and Fairy. And they're saying that they ripped off... They're doing a remake of the 4th game in the series, and they're totally just making it look and behave exactly like Expedition 33. And a lot of people are going, oh, it's fucking going to be terrible. Now we're going to get loads of fucking clones of Expedition 33. I'm like, yeah.
And?
Great.
You know, that's what happened when...
What happened in the 90s. That's why we had games like Legend of Dragoon, because Final Fantasy 7 took over the world.
Right. Mario 64 came out. A lot of games emulated Mario 64. Grand Theft Auto came out. A lot of games emulated Grand Theft Auto. You know? It is the nature of these things. And
Grand Theft Auto kind of murdered JRPGs, actually.
Indeed. And I do apologize for this long-standing train horn in the background, if you can hear it.
Oh, I thought you were just playing the Blitzball soundtrack.
No, it's a train horn.
Sort of noise in the background. Anyway, there we go. I don't see anything bad with that at all. I'm like, okay, yeah, so some of them will be good, some of them won't. It'll be up to us to discern it. But hey, if you tell me that 40 new turn-based JRPGs that aren't cutesy anime particle engine. That's all it is. Just basically big eyes, big tits. Don't worry, I love tits, but big eyes and just particles everywhere and numbers, like, because that's what JRPGs became.
Mm-hmm.
People like to say, what are you talking about? There's been turn-based games all this time. I'm like, yeah, but they're all gay.
Right.
Expedition 33 is grown up. It's a grown-up game. It's it's not what you do here there in the back of every fucking attack,
You're not wrong.
Do you know what I mean? I don't need any more of that shit. And to be fair, neither do you. You've all got Genshin Impact now. Fuck off and play it. Let the big boys have our JRPGs back. Thank you. That's my opinion. It's completely subjective, and I will stand by it until the day I die. And then hopefully by then I've passed it on to my children. But yeah, I really do not need that. I don't. Anime is supposed to be cool, but there's this certain sloppy factor to it now.
Mm-hmm.
When I see like, oh, it's a turn-based RPG. Yeah, what does it look like? All the others. Exactly. I don't care. I can't be bothered. I am not a weeb. I dabbled in anime quite a lot. I still enjoy a good anime or manga, but when it comes to just sort of like generic 13 to the dozen JRPG slop, that's just the same thing over and over again. They're all still trying to make the anime version of Final Fantasy X, and they haven't pulled it off yet. Right. Meanwhile, Expedition 33 comes out with a mature plot and realistic looking people, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is what Final Fantasy was supposed to become. So I would prefer a bit more of that, please. Right. Of course, I would change my opinion 100% completely immediately if they were to release another Breath of Fire. Oh, and of course, we all saw how I reacted to Suikoden coming out this year. Damn, man, I should have put that on my fucking top 10 best of 2025. I really should, but I was too busy having a laugh at the expense of Hassan and his orbiters. So, oh well.
It seems so long ago as well because it's been such a busy year.
It's been a crazy year, hasn't it?
If you told me that was last year, I would have believed.
Yeah, I would have believed me too. There's loads of things like earlier on when I was doing that list, and I went back through my own videos to see what I was talking about in January. Right. And I'm like, Alyssa Mercante on Jaffe's podcast? That was never in 2025. Whoa, it was. It was in January.
Yeah, that was just like that was shortly before my whole interaction with her along with Toasty on her channel.
Yeah.
It's actually kind
of because I thought all that shit began with Toasty as well last year. But no, it was this year.
Nope. That was one of the I guess little bits of kindling that started the fire.
Which is why Toasty and Ryan are both mentioned in my worst of 2025 video that's coming out New Year's Day. So look forward to that, guys. Because I figured, I'll do something happy for Christmas, but then we'll be like, sod off 2025. Not that I actually have a problem with this year myself, really. I think as a net for all of our endeavors, unfortunately, unless you've been affected personally by some false flagging attack or attempt like that, but basically the people outside our immediate circle would all agree 2025 has been a great year. We just completely dominated this industry. We saw all of the major film studios get fucking wrecked. We saw the same with all the major AAA development publishers. That's why Expedition 33 winning Game of the Year is such a big deal for me, because it is a turning point. If it's not for cynical reasons, of course, which we were all worried about. But there you go, guys. It is becoming just a bit more of a free-form chat, which is kind of what I hoped this stream would be, because the news is spread fairly thin. But there's another piece of good news
right now. Yeah,
this is the other one, the other one that I am really interested in, and I heard Smash talking about it, and I thought I'm not gonna research this. I want to go in blind, see what I actually think. But it does seem like it's very positive.
I read
in good old
yesterday.
Huh?
I read an article about it yesterday, so I have a little bit of information.
So this is the GOG blog. And if you told me 20 years ago I would one day say that sentence and mean it completely in earnest, I would never have believed you.
Right.
But we are at GOG.com here. Such a stupid, good old games. It's getting acquired by its original co-founder. So I can't to be totally honest, can't quite remember why, but there's a reason somewhere that GOG is not in my best books lately. And I can't remember if it's just that they were charging an arm and a leg for games you could get for half the same price on Steam, or if there was something woke involved. But I don't remember it, so it can't be that bad, you know?
Yeah, for the most part, they're generally pretty good about most things, but they've had a few little kind of flare-ups from time to time. But a lot of that seemed like almost more to do with their CD Project Red association.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? Because they were both founded by the same guy, Mikhail Kaczynski. I probably butchered that, but whatever. One of the co-founders of CD Projekt and the co-founder of GOG has acquired GOG from CD Projekt. This is of course, again, 5-6 years ago, people would have said, "Oh, why?" But now, CD Projekt can go get fucked. They're woke as hell. They're the ones pushing that whole, we'll give you a scholarship to come and join the games industry if you're a woman or you're black, or you're gay, or you're trans.
Right. Quite needlessly, you know, it's a very unforced error on their part, but you know, kind of is what it is.
Yeah, imagine being like the company that made The Witcher,
right?
And being hated in 2025. It's bonkers, but that's the way it goes.
Yeah, and people even gave a little bit of breathing room for, you know, Cyberpunk is a game where if you want to talk about transhumanist agenda insanity, that's where you do that, you know, because that's kind of what that dystopic hellscape is comprised of, is transhumanity.
Of course, yeah.
You know, so it makes sense, you know. So I'll even give I give people a little bit of leeway in telling stories, stuff that actually makes sense to it and things like that. But yeah, the way they have just kind of said, no, this needs to be in everything, and it's like, well, all right, well, I suppose I will be happy owning the first 3 Witcher games, and I'll just I'll stick right there. You know? That's
it, exactly. I'm not interested in anything they produce now.
Yeah.
If it wasn't enough to release Cyberpunk in the state that they did, to then return and be this new woke version of themselves, it's like, oh my god, how many stupid things are you gonna do, sons of bitches?
And which then answers that first question of how did it get to be where a company that put out the Witcher series ended up not putting out Cyberpunk in a way that was legitimately solid and playable. Oh, ideology took hold and they stopped hiring people that were qualified.
Indeed. There you go. So Mikhail Kaczynski, I guess, is getting back together with GOG. And it says here, we believe the games that shaped us deserve to stay alive, easy to find, buy, download, and play forever. But time is annoyingly good at erasing them. I mean, this is the purpose that GOG was created for, of course, was to preserve old games and give you the right to own them.
Right.
And that is crucially different than Steam, because you do actually, even on Steam, still only have a license. And a lot of people are going, well, when Gabe retires...
Right. Good shift.
That is the worry. Yeah.
And because it wouldn't be the first time, you know.
Right. Yeah, if he retires and they stay private, I'll hold out some level of hope. But if when he retires, they decide to go public, then that will be the writing on the wall. Then there's gonna be a whole bunch of problems immediately.
Yeah, that's the thing. If Steam falls, that's a big problem, you know. That's a big problem for everybody.
Right now, it's still a private company that actually cares about customer interaction. So, but if it ever goes public though and becomes a corpo state, then it'll
change, of course.
Yep,
exactly.
Consumer models.
Yeah.
So briefly, while we're mentioning Steam, if all their new hardware is supposed to be, they said, shipping early 2026. There's still no like prices or pre-orders or anything.
Yeah,
Last time I looked, you couldn't even register for it. I don't think.
no. They just have it as in the wish list as available upcoming. There's some videos though that I need to check into because I think there might be some fuckery afoot that they're trying to deal with as it applies to NVIDIA and another corpo that has undermined their hardware state, so that like I don't know. I'm holding out for the Steam Machine myself because that is going to be my next PC. One way or another. Like that's because I need it for what I need to do around here with my setup in general.
You see John with a shotgun in a bag. Put the fucking money in the bag. I need a Steam
I
machine.
need a Steam Machine. That's right. Maybe I'll get enough money to get the headset too.
Fuck the headset. I don't give a shit.
I'm not worried about the headset, to be quite honest.
No.
I do want the controller though. I hope they put out a bundle that's the machine and the controller all together in one package.
Yeah, I do want the controller, but if they make a way to, like, rather than stream to your Steam Deck, actually use the Steam Deck as a controller for the Steam Machine.
You can.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. So anyway, as Michal put it, GOG stands for freedom, independence, and genuine control. Of course, it's about making sure that, because what they do, they basically acquire these games, they fix them to run on your PC. Perfectly lovely way to do business there, and then they sell them to you permanently.
Yep.
And it doesn't require anyone else's front end to run. It is what it is. It's just clean PC gaming, and there's a lot of good with that. It's a bit expensive, but I guess it is what it is. But I do think that it is good that he's back, because it seems clear that this is the thing that he's really passionate about.
All right.
And of course, I would imagine as everyone gets older, they start to think about their legacy a little more. And so this is what he wants. GOG was founded in 2007. The vision was simple: bring classic games back to players and make sure that once you buy a game, it truly belongs to you forever. In a market increasingly defined by mandatory clients and closed ecosystems, that philosophy feels more relevant than ever.
Mm-hmm.
So in essence, that's what he's doing, is to make sure that this company is steered towards its original purpose, 100%, no dilution, to preserve old games. And that is fan-fucking-tastic, because I was literally just saying 20 minutes ago that there's a whole fucking library of PS1 era classics that you'll never see again if somebody doesn't do exactly this with them. And Sony doesn't seem overly interested in doing this. I mean, that's why Sony and not Kotaku, Konami were beloved earlier this year, well, Konami was anyway, for bringing back Suikoden 1 and 2 in the HD remaster, because for 20 years before that, you couldn't find those goddamn games unless you went and played them on a PSP.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only way that they were available, and they weren't even both available. There's still 3 more Suikodens they can release, and of course they're working on a new game, although it's a mobile game. But all good things, I suppose. It does seem like it's got a lot of attention going into it in terms of bridging the gap between Suikoden 5 and Suikoden 1. Yeah. In terms of timeline. But it's just that mentality is like, we want to still be playing these games. And when they switched to CD, it seemed like an awful lot of shit got made and a lot of great classics got completely forgotten. And then they all ended up getting bought up by one company or another and vaulted, and you'll never see them again. And they're not being preserved. They're not being made available to new people to play them. They're good games, and they deserve an audience.
Right. It's kind of like,
hence good old games.
Yeah, an old book, and oftentimes old literature, in many ways, is better than new literature. I would say the same thing for games, to be quite honest. As time is proving. With each passing day.
Well, you tell me, which would you rather read, A Christmas Carol or 50 Shades of Grey?
I wouldn't even want to look at the cover jacket for 50 Shades of Grey.
Right.
Let alone read it.
Exactly. There you go.
I'll tell you what would be nice would be a Parasite Eve 1 and 2 remaster.
Didn't I hear something about that? I swear there was something.
Yeah, my
About
only
remaster.
interactions with 50 Shades of Grey was
No,
it when I was working at the porn shops in Georgia when I was in college, I believe. We did sell those there because it was owned by a mother and daughter. So yeah, women porn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, they lost the source code. But that's what they said about Final Fantasy VIII too.
Mhm.
And we got an HD remake of that, well, a remaster with
I mean,
new.
I've got the original
models.
disc of Parasite Eve 1 if they want to borrow it.
Yeah, I know. Everyone says that. It's like, well, I'll lend you my copy if you want. I'm sure you can get it from that. No, we're all right, thanks. Fucking idiots, man.
I suppose that would be like trying to get the multi-track from the vinyl, wouldn't it?
It's exactly what. Well, yeah, probably, yeah. But I still think there's to a certain extent there's a similar attitude in that. It's like if Metallica decided you can't buy Kill 'Em All anymore, or Ride the Lightning, or
Right.
Master of Puppets. They nothing before the Black Album.
Mhm.
It's like wait. That's your best stuff. That's the stuff that was really good. What are you doing? Well, we lost the masters. We're not producing anymore. Well, then digitize it, you sons of bitch. Imagine if that was the case. It would be like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Why aren't you taking advantage of this gap in the market that is uniquely yours to capitalize on? It's really bizarre to me that this happens. Why people would do that? It's like,
Yeah,
like-
didn't the sales of the Suikoden remasters kind of prove that people wanted?
oh, colossal! Yeah, they were very, very well received, and a lot of people bought them. There was a Suikoden revival movement on Facebook for over a decade. I joined it when it had like a few hundred people. Now it has tens of thousands, and that's just people who are dedicated to doing their own sprite art and updates and things like that, and posting them every day. And just like how many people are out there that played these games that want to play them again and couldn't until then, and then bang, they got it. And then of course MGS Delta 2. I'm living in a weird bizarro universe today, guys, where CD Projekt Red are cancer in the game industry and Konami are the good guys.
Yeah. Things really, as they say in Metal Gear, the times.
Yeah. There's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. It's
That's
only
right.
time. Yeah, it's exactly right. We've been able to relate an awful lot of stuff to that speech, haven't we?
Right.
It's right though. It's
Which
true.
is why
You
it's
never
one of
know.
the most fundamentally important games anyone could ever play. Yeah.
So in 10 years' time, you wait. Mark my word, Smash JT and Alyssa Mercante will be in business together. No, sorry, that's too far.
Right.
too far.
That's almost like saying she'll be on speaking terms with me.
Yeah. Or capable of giving a compliment to someone
Right.
who plays video games. No.
She'll recognize me by my name and not just my distinction.
There you go.
Yes.
But the point is, there's things that will never happen for 800, Alex.
Right.
And I never would have thought I'd be living in a world where I'm cheering on Kotaku and telling CD Projekt Red to go fuck themselves. It's just a strange the times, man. It's the times.
That's right.
That's all it is, Jack. Just the times. Now kill me. And your enemy.
Times because the Guardian's in the bin.
There it is. Yeah, the times. You can't see the times because the Guardian's on top. There you go. Anyway, so there's a bit of an FAQ about this, but the best one is why. It says, why is Mikhail Kaczynski doing this? Because he wants to preserve and grow the original philosophy behind GOG in a PC market that keeps moving toward mandatory clients and closed ecosystems. It sounds like he's digging at Steam there, actually, as well as Epic and oh god
But it's
forbid
fair point.
EA Play and Uplay and all that shite.
Right. And all the various launcher.
Yeah, which we don't need anymore.
Yeah.
He believes GOG's approach is more relevant than ever. No lock-in, no forced platforms, no sense of ownership. His goal is to keep supporting both players and developers and strengthen GOG's mission. Preserve the classics of the past, celebrate standout games of today, and help shape the classics of tomorrow.
Indeed.
That's
You know,
it.
and I would imagine, one of people's biggest complaints is that it doesn't have the level of sales that Steam does. But I would imagine that this is profit by volume kind of, mentality, that the more people that support it, the more likely that those sales would actually be able to, reach those levels and things like that. So, it's like anything.
Sorry. That's the best one.
Right. Yes.
The best one. The editor-in-chief of Gamergate 2.
And the article will be titled, "I was such a mercante."
Oh, yeah. The apology tour. No way. That will never happen. Not in a million years. Not in a million years. It's actually, I haven't been to the site for a while now. It's a very handsome logo it's got.
Indeed.
It's a good site. It's definitely important work that went on there.
Indeed.
It's important to get ahead of the narratives. So there were some other random questions here as well. Like, for example, a fair one, is GOG financially unstable? No, they're actually fine. Doing fine. It's just an obvious act of the creator to refocus his efforts on what he wanted this to be doing and to make sure that it can continue to do it in a way that isn't affected by its attachments to other companies that
Right.
Would definitely sell this down the river immediately. So
Right.
separating GOG from CD Projekt Red is 100% the correct thing to do. And I'm really, really glad to see it. I really am. This is a little bit heartening because, again, if Gabe does retire and the suits come in and Steam goes public and all of a sudden we find that our rights are being changed left, right, and center,
Mm-hmm.
and or certain games are taken down to comply with payment processors or any of the other various millions of fucking things that could go terribly, terribly wrong as a result of all of this, at least we'll still have GOG. So there's that. Yeah. So good for them. Very good for them. All right. And other good news. Disney Plus experienced no viewership growth in 3 years.
Buying up other small stream platforms as a way to bolster their numbers was just a way to try to cover the fact that it's a failed venture.
Yeah, was that removing the competition? Oh, right. Yeah. This is from Geeks and Gamers. Of course it is. It says Disney Plus may be the number 2 streaming service after Netflix.
Well,
yeah, but
number 2, all right. It should, for sure.
Don't get me wrong. Fuck Netflix as well, but
Right.
but fuck Disney, forever. It says, look at these guys laughing in the chat. It's good. It says, but it's struggling to attract new subscribers and hasn't shown any viewership growth in 3 years. You know what's been on Disney that whole time?
Yes, unfortunately, but as we call it, who TF cares, right?
WoTF cares, indeed. Yeah. Yeah. Well, guys, it's amazing to me. You might be able to think that you'd have any viewership growth when you're pumping out stuff like this. This little barbershop is actually on the back of a giant armored space spider roaming through space or something on a web of something made of something doing something for some reason that we'll never really understand because the writing in this episode falls apart almost from this point to the end. So they're on the back of the giant galactic story powered spider engine. Hello, this is Sanity. Can you hear me over there in La La Land, in Goo Goo Gaga world of absolute mumbo jumbo nonsense bullshit? Have you had enough fun riding the mysterious space spider robot on the back of which is a fucking barbershop, an African barbershop from a ghetto in Lagos. I thought it jumped the shark last week. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me with this? You fucking what? Thank you, Sardok. Thank you, Sardok. So I was rapidly searching for any remaining Doctor Who clips on my on my StreamYard. That's the only one, apparently. So
well, that is the best one. So
yeah, I think I agree. So I don't think anyone cared that I played the whole thing. Thank you very much, Sardok, for £2, just literally to say, love it. Never ever change. I'm bringing it back. Anyway, so a new Bloomberg streaming study from 20 to 2025 has a lot of interesting tidbits in it, like the most popular original streaming show being Ozark. Who had that?
What?
Ozark. I feel like it's something to do with I have no idea. I thought Ozark is a place.
Yeah,
Is it like a wintry tundra kind of place or something?
I don't know exactly where it's located, which part of the country. Let me consult the interwebs.
All I see here is Jason Bateman, and then a bunch of other people. Laura Linney's apparently in it, but we don't forgive her for playing Admiral Holdo yet. So, yeah, I don't know anything about it. The financial advisor drags his family from Chicago to the Missouri Ozarks. That's it.
Yeah.
He must launder money to appease a drug boss. Well, actually doesn't sound too bad. It was like it had no interest to me until it said that part about money laundering.
Right. I believe it got canceled before the series actually finished, though. So it's one of those things where if you were invested in it, you're probably really pissed off. And if you never watched it, you really don't have a reason to, because you're just going to hit a cliffhanger. So. Right.
That's the problem. I hate when that happens. It's kind of like how Doctor Who ended, isn't it? Oh, shit. Got me again. Hey, 2 for 2. That's right, baby. That's what happens. Don't mess around. You don't want to get involved with.
Alpha Betty Spaghetti!
Good year. So anyway, that was apparently the most popular original streaming show. The most streamed show was NCIS. No surprise there. That's what bitches watch. And the rise of free streamers like Tubi, the Roku channel, and the dominant service YouTube. Hi. We're number one.
That's right.
You know why? You know why we're number one? I mean, I'm not number one. I'm fucking like number 1 billion.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Why YouTube is number one? It's very simple. We tell it like it is. Even if the guy you're watching is talking absolute bullshit,
right,
he believes it.
Right. And so there's at least an actual modicum of whether it's misguided, misinformed, whatever.
I mean, plenty of people watch
it's
Python,
still,
so.
yeah, it's still coming from a point of passion and belief, generally speaking. So yeah, not ideological bullshit and focus testing.
Indeed. But one aspect of the survey the author is mystified isn't a bigger story is the stagnation of Disney Plus. I think 2025 just has a crush on me. I've suspected it for a long time. Well, you've got another day to tell me, mate. Which hasn't had any viewership growth in 3 years. Oh shit!
You know, I
turns out the streaming bubble is real.
Yeah,
as long as you suck.
You read this, and you know, and I'm sure to some people it's like, wow, I hadn't really thought about that. But when, because I can't say that I really have either, but this is not surprising to me.
Nah, there'd be headlines if they had.
Right.
Of course. We're now bigger than Netflix. Of course.
Right. But yeah,
Bob Iger
Disney-
never one to not seize an opportunity to talk about his achievements, you know.
Right.
There's fucking Mando and Grog. A chart measuring growth included in the article shows Disney growing from having a 4.6% of TV viewership share, I suppose, in 2021 to 5.2 in 2022, then stalling till 2023, after which it began to dip to its current share of 4.8. You rubbed up against that bubble and bounced back in.
Right.
Get down, Disney. Imagine a world where Disney can't be number one in entertainment. For fuck's sake. With all the money they've spent. It's so simple as well. You went woke. That's it. I mean, they were never a particularly ethical company, to be honest.
No.
I've talked a lot about busted DVDs and faulted movies and such things that people never really bring up that they should.
Yeah.
But I don't care what your reason is for hating Disney as long as you hate Disney.
Yeah, I've had a good hate towards the Buena Vista Corporation, because that's really what it's been for the last 30 years, and they just use Disney as their front-facing logo. But yeah, they're the complete shit, and everything they do usually just leads to more shit.
Not wrong. Not wrong at all. Meanwhile, both Netflix and Amazon have grown their viewership over the same period, with Amazon going from 2.2% to 3.7%. That's a sizable chunk of Disney. And Netflix from 6.6 to 8.2. It's amazing that these numbers are still as small as they are, actually. But it is what it is, I suppose. This is surprising partly because of how popular it was when it launched in 2019. God, it's been a long time.
Well, in 2019, people were under the mindset that somehow all these Marvel properties were actually going to be good. And no,
because I'd seen Captain Marvel.
Right. Yeah.
I was in on the ground floor of all this shit. You know, I was like tail end Gamergate, straight into fandom menace kind of thing. You know, but that was, I remember the days. I remember I had this chat with my friends the other night when we were talking, and we were talking a little bit here and there about you know, just the state of world politics and the communism that's taken over. And I was like, boy, I wonder if anyone had tried to warn you guys about this back in 2018 when it started infecting all of our entertainment. I wonder if anybody listened to that guy. You know?
Right.
Had to fucking start a YouTube channel just to get people to listen to me.
Yeah. No, I vividly remember many people that I guess I could have considered friends at the time, because this was pre-COVID hell world, that were so just ready to get Disney Plus, and they were so psyched about it. You know, oh, they're gonna have
lubed up
WandaVision. It's gonna be the greatest thing ever. And I
ready to come out, Disney Plus ready to go in.
Right, yeah, and by the end of WandaVision, a lot of those people weren't even mentioning their affinity for Disney Plus at that point in time. And by the year's end, with every successive series that came out after that, they seem to be less and less willing to even own up to, but Mandalorian's good was probably about
coping and seething.
Right.
Would we do Strictly? I don't think John even knows what that is. Isn't that Dancing with the Stars in America?
I suppose
it's ballroom dancing.
Yeah.
They do it at the end of every year in the UK. A bunch of D-list celebrities learn to dance and compete for a reality TV contest, ending usually on Christmas. Would I do Strictly? The only reason I would do Strictly. Say that again, Rhoda.
I said I'd only do it if my partner was Blue Midget.
That's pretty cool. I would probably do it because it would have made me mum happy. She loved that shit, you know. So yeah, I guess not that I'm in any shape to do it.
Yeah, I know. Alex Kingston's a big proponent of it, but that's about all I really know.
Alex Kingston, River Song. Fair enough. Anyway, Disney had tens of millions of customers in its first month, thanks in part to The Mandalorian, which remains the streamer's signature show. That's a problem. That's a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll add you to my fan letter to the BBC for ideas. I don't think the BBC wants to work with me. I worked with the BBC before, and I've made a career out of insulting them for the last 4 or 5 years. So anyway, it was only about 3 years really. But it was supported by The Simpsons and Moana, the latter of which remains the most watched movie on any streaming service. Well, how nice for them. So let's see here what we've got here. We've got a movie that's several years old that's still number one.
Right.
A TV show that's 40 years old that's number one.
And
another
20
TV
years
show
past
that
its
they
watch by
created, the launch vehicle for the platform, still number one. What is this telling us that they're not saying, even though it's Geeks and Gamers?
It's complete stagnation. There's no legitimate growth.
They haven't got any ideas.
Yeah.
They haven't actually successfully created anything to supplant these and take their spots.
Right.
Or they're
Nothing.
just having ideas that nobody likes.
Right.
creating
And
shit nobody wants to watch.
and two
Yeah,
of their three
nothing to
highest
take the
accomplishment were properties that they bought off of other people.
Right. Exactly. In fact, the top 10 streamed movies are dominated by Disney, with 7 of the spots featuring films streaming on Disney Plus. The reason that this hasn't done much to increase the subscriber count is the number of hours spent watching movies isn't as high as those spent TV shows, obviously. For the obvious reason that a season of television is much longer than a movie, even this era of truncated seasons. As the number one movie, Moana still has 37.7 billion hours watched, but that's only more than the bottom 3 of the top TV shows, and it's dwarfed by the top 3, Ozark, Stranger Things, and Love is Blind. Yeah, no surprise. Although Stranger Things is about to fall off a cliff as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw about that today.
Yeah.
Yeah, they turned the kid into a bum lord.
Mm-hmm.
No offense.
Which in and of itself, no one really gave a shit about, you know.
Right, the fact that
but
they crowbarred
but
it
the
in so
fact they had to
blatantly.
crowbar it into what is the penultimate episode seems like there's probably more effective storytelling time that could have been spent on things that
Mattered.
matter.
Mattered
Yeah,
to
right.
me, yeah. Moreover, all 10 of the most watched original streaming shows belong to Netflix. Oh, Doctor Who's going to be really big on Disney Plus, you guys. Fucking hell.
Okay.
Christ. Felted. Even The Mandalorian doesn't make the list.
Oh my word.
I'm going to have to eventually stop stealing PPP's phrases, but suffer, Disney. Of the top 10 shows that include non-originals only Bluey streams on Disney Plus, that's the one that they traded for Doctor Who. They had to take Doctor Who to get Bluey.
Right, right.
Oh,
Would you mind? He would be ever so, lost without his brother here. You know?
Yeah, it's like you can have the valedictorian who's also an Olympic athlete and invented discovered the cure for cancer, but you're gonna have to take his retarded stepchild as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And the live-in nurse that has to be there, otherwise you're going to be left to change the diapers throughout the day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God. So there you go. That's more or less it at this point. But what does it say here? Bloomberg piece mentions Disney integrating Hulu and ESPN. Clearest indication of why it's doing that. Several of the shows on the top 10 list stream on Hulu, so adding that service to Disney Plus will help the numbers considerably, but that's
Right.
just keeping up appearances. Disney Plus hasn't created anything that brought in lots of viewers, as Netflix did, and it doesn't have as attractive a back catalogue as Hulu or even Peacock. It has the advantage of Disney movies and Bluey, which are popular with kids, but it doesn't have much to bring in adults, and there's nothing on the horizon that appears poised to buck this trend. Yeah, it's fucked. They'll never grow because people who actually spend money are not interested in spending money on Disney.
Right.
Another example of don't piss off your customers.
Right. Especially when most of your customers are parents and you're playing to Disney grown-ups that generally only have fur babies and stupid shit like that go out of their way to not be parents.
Not grow up.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of foolish.
Okay, so let's say you were really desperate and you were Disney and you needed to get some butts and seats for Marvel. And you weren't quite sure if Steve Rogers for Avengers Doomsday was going to quite cover it. But fortunately for you, you've got another Avengers movie on the horizon too in Secret Wars. Which characters would you have leading it? If you were truly pathetically desperate, what would be the most pathetic Hail Mary you could do?
I suppose probably trying to shoehorn in Tobey Maguire.
Right.
Good.
Good guess.
Yeah. Let's see who else is in Secret Wars in the comic series. Of course, then again, it's just a label. It doesn't have anything to do with.
It doesn't matter really. It's mostly about what made them or got close to making them money.
Right. Clearly, they've got Robert Downey Jr. until he turns to dust. So I'm sure he'll. Yeah. Probably Hugh Jackman as well.
That's two out of three.
Yeah.
And the third one obviously would be Deadpool.
Indeed.
Apparently, the leads of Avengers Secret Wars will be Tobey Maguire with Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
Again, other people's properties.
Hugh Jackman. Other people's properties and aging actors.
Right.
Remember how Jackman was supposed to not be playing Wolverine anymore and he got called out of retirement for Deadpool and Wolverine?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how Tobey Maguire was, kind of a Hail Mary itself to get some people to watch Spider-Man No Way Home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently, in addition to not having grown in terms of any numbers, they haven't grown in terms of any tactics.
Right.
This is the equivalent of having, I don't fucking know, Bruce Springsteen on the main stage at Download Festival or something.
Yeah.
It's fucking insanity. It is. You're crazy. So they are now putting all their eggs in three very old baskets.
Right.
And Tom Holland, who it's nice that he's taken a step back, actually, because for a little while there, he was kind of on the verge of becoming another Pedro Pascal, where we're all just sick and tired of the sight of him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think maybe he actually just got tired of seeing Zendaya everywhere himself, which says quite a bit. It's like, God damn it, try to go to work to avoid this woman, and God damn.
Indeed.
I'll take a few years off.
Yeah. Please sod off, Zendaya. No one likes you. Anyway, there you go. There's nothing else to say about that. It's just pure pathetic shit.
Yeah.
Then we got this, which doesn't really require a hell of a lot of attention either. It's just funny. There'll obviously be nothing but cope in the article, but it is a very funny headline. Feminist women gamers blamed more for sexism. Study finds.
You don't say.
Really?
It's almost as if feminism itself is actually a byproduct of sexism.
Indeed. Isn't it just?
Yeah. Huh.
There you go.
Wonder how that works.
Well, according to the article, a recent study published in the journal Sex Roles.
What?
Why do we live in this world where that's a thing? Highlights a troubling reality for many women in the world of online gaming. The research shows that women gamers who identify as feminists or engage in actions promoting gender equality are often blamed more for experiencing sexist incidents while playing online. Okay, what does that mean? Who's now what, now where? Notably, this pattern of blame was most pronounced among participants who held stronger sexist attitudes towards women gamers. Oh, coping and seething.
Right. Well, I was only a bitch because you made me one. Is what that is. Yeah.
Of course, you'd call me a filthy feminist bitch. You sexist.
Right.
Madness. Madness, literal fucking madness. Online video games have become one of the most popular forms of entertainment worldwide, connecting millions of people in shared virtual environments. Although gaming has historically been viewed as a male-dominated activity, here it comes. Here it comes. Recent data shows that nearly half of gamers are women.
When you include mobile gaming on cell phones.
If you include gacha games, yeah.
Yeah.
And only if you include gacha games. Fucking awful. But there you go, I guess. So that's the cope, obviously. More than half of gamers are women. No,
they're not.
More than half of filthy casuals are women.
Right.
Yeah. The study's authors sought to explore why women gamers are often blamed for experiencing sexism in online gaming. Are we really still publishing this shit?
Yeah, I know. Like, when was this? I think this article's a few years past its
a year ago, but it is making me laugh.
Right.
I just found it today, and I thought it was really funny, and I wanted to read it.
Yeah.
They're particularly interested in understanding how certain characteristics of women gamers, such as identifying as a feminist or engaging in gender equality activism, might influence perceptions of blame. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because you keep hitting that fucking hornet's nest with a baseball bat.
Right?
Maybe you shouldn't do that.
Have you ever
How's
considered
that?
that when you project your ideology onto everything and you happen to just see it in everything, it's not because it actually exists, but maybe it's just your own projection?
Maybe, yeah. Oh, imagine such a thing as that.
Wow.
Annoy someone on purpose and they tell you you're annoying, and then they've been having a go at you. It's your fault.
So effectively what they're painting the picture is somebody says something nasty to a woman on the game, right? And then the woman, they'll ask him a question, the woman will identify as a feminist, at which point the guy says, well, it's your fucking fault because you made it like this, which they have.
Yeah.
It's 100% true. By invading all popular spaces among men, demanding that they be made to cater to women, changing everything, and then blaming the men when they don't do well.
Yeah.
And then what do you
I'm
want?
fun, guys, but do you suppose maybe we could just, I don't know, just for everyone's benefit, maybe we could be a little bit less hostile? You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which means, can you be a little less hostile to me? And when people say no, because I used to enjoy this game, then bang. You may as well piss in an electric socket.
Right.
Yeah. It's completely insane that they would even consider that, like, maybe it's an age-old thing, right? Like, it's literally the simplest problem ever. And my mum used to tell me this all the time, you know, and I think everyone's mums did. If everybody is telling you it's you, maybe it's you.
Maybe it's you. Right?
If everybody hates you, maybe it's because you've done something to deserve it.
Yeah. Not that anybody could take a lesson from what was just said, Alyssa. But you know, it's not that there's some grand conspiracy. It's everyone that you interact with ultimately comes to the same conclusion.
Yep. Exactly. So there you go. Pathetic, really, isn't it? It's just pathetic. And it sort of reminded me that as far as, even though that's a year old, we have still got people who are trying to publish articles like this one from 12 years ago. The misogynistic gamer girl. For fuck's sake.
Oh, God.
Again, they're saying gamer girls didn't want feminists invading their spaces.
Yeah, that's actually, you know, here's the interesting thing about that. The original girls that did show up in gaming and were in the lobbies and talking just as much shit as everyone else were, they were there because it was a place to not be bothered by feminist bitches.
Exactly. Women hate feminists as well.
That's right.
Always did. Always did. So there we go. That's it, basically. We have got one more thing to do, and that, of course, would be ranking Red Dwarf. But if you don't mind, just give me a second. I need to grab some water. I'm dying of thirst, and I'll be right back. Okay?
I'm sure we can sit here and take the piss out of feminists for a few more moments.
I'm sure you'll find a way.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It's funny, like it's like I've known plenty of women who've been like seriously into games,
Oh yeah.
and like obviously less than men, but
Yeah. No.
the ones who are into it are into it. Like I went to school with a girl who was as obsessed with Final Fantasy 9 as I was with Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
And we used to sit around for hours comparing the two.
Oh yeah, no. Of course, me being in art school for game design specifically, I met a good number of women that were just solid gamers. They just happened to be women, and it seemed as though they were actually focused on getting into a thing that they legitimately enjoyed. But then there were the other ones, and those other ones were there for diversity points, it seemed, and really kind of just going along with all the ideological bullshit that was starting to filter into the space. And so, it's been a 20-year kind of drip feed that somewhere along the line just the crack turned into a fissure and then the dam broke. And a lot of it had to do with the way that they set about getting themselves involved in the marketing and the HR and the PR departments, specifically within the organization themselves. And consulting firms really are something that evolved in the last 20 years in the gaming industry, specifically so that they could offload who to blame on the bullshit. And this way nobody ever has to take full responsibility, because consulting firms will be like, well, we're just doing what we're paid to do. And then of course the company itself will be like, well, the consulting firms, we got this feedback and we're just trying to play to a wider audience. Everybody wants to
have enough meetings if you have enough meetings to decide how many meetings you need to decide how many meetings you need, then
right.
There's such a long paper trail, like nobody wants to take the blame for anything.
Right.
No,
So
from this, which come from this, which
constantly
comes from that.
passing the buck back and forth between who ultimately, and that's where I think that here in 2025 we can solidly say that a lot of gamers just like, what, fuck all of you, the whole structure, AAA corpos and your fucking corporatist leaning fucking consulting firms, you could all get fucked. I will be more than glad to play my games that are 10, 15 years old, that look much like CGI in movies looks shittier now in 2020 decade than in the 2000s and 2010s. Yeah, a lot of games that come out these days I have no fucking interest in whatsoever. Maybe one or two games a year might pique my interest, and even that's just kind of one of those things where it's like not even enough to be like, oh, well, I have to buy this now. If someone gets it for me as a gift early on, awesome. But for the most part, I'm willing to let most games go down in price until they get $10 and under is kind of where I look at putting most of my own investment in. And I got a library of, like I said, 200 titles. So
33, every game I've played this year has been old.
Yeah.
That's what you do. People play old games and they create discords where they can still talk like they used to on those servers.
Exactly. Yeah, because and a lot of times they'll just go and they'll actually just make the lobby in the Discord and avoid the actual AI, monitor bot system that will try to flag you for stupid bullshit. You just, talk to who you want to, how you want to, and you bypass all their fucking monitoring systems. And you can still have an approximation of what it used to be like to play games 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Even like even the remasters of Tomb Raider are like nearly 3 years old now.
I do love their trigger warning at the beginning of those games. These games were made at a time when
women were allowed to be sexy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And cultural viewpoints were, it's so hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Warning: females may appear to be women.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Fucking hell.
They may rely on their feminine wiles to beguile you. What?
All right. I'm in the process of just getting this set up for us to do our rank, our big sloppy rank that we'll be doing.
Right. And we've been holding it back for a minute, so this is going to be like a tantric release, man.
Oh yeah. This is definitely it's going to be a big rank.
That's right.
We're gonna have a big rank. Just waiting for this fucking thing to load because it is being extremely slow and it will not load the fucking page. So just keep fucking ragging on Feminists while I try and get it done. I mean, this is just women and accountability in general. There's almost none. It's there. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say women and accountability usually don't go together.
I mean, yeah, that might be perceived as an incredibly sexist thing to say, but unfortunately, it's also factually correct and objectively true.
Yeah.
Women do not take accountability for the shit that they do. So when you are a feminist bitch and you have wandered into a man zone and you don't like it and you start kicking up hell's delight to try and get people to simply just fucking side with you,
right?
And ultimately then you go, oh, I want to change this. No, you can't be like that. You can't say those words. That's not very good. And it's like, oh my god, oh my fucking
it'd be as
god.
foolish as
Shut
me
up, Karen.
walking into Harlem and saying, why are all you guys calling me cracker?
Right.
You know, as though I'm not the one who walked into the situation.
Maybe just don't do that, you know.
Right.
Maybe just don't wander into the male-centric gaming, hardcore gaming space and expect to be welcomed when you start immediately shitting on everything and criticizing us.
Right.
You really just don't want to do that. This is giving me a load of shit. It will not fucking upload the images for Series 7. It's just spinning and spinning and spinning. It's driving me crazy.
This look on
at
this
least you've ascertained the fact that Disney are also spinning and spinning and spinning.
Right.
Indeed. The image that you have here of this girl, she looks like she's about to go on a rant because somebody doesn't have pronouns in their bio.
Oh, she's definitely on the blob.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And you can also tell that this is from a year ago because look at the subtle trans color grading in the image.
Oh yeah.
Itself, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see
It's all turquoise and pink.
Yep.
That's what it is. No fucking thing.
And even though you can't see that side of her head, you know the other side is shaved.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah. I'll give this a few minutes to try and upload. This is being totally fucking lame right now. For whatever reason, it's just not playing ball with me today, which is going to piss me off. Some fucking cancer wants us never to review or rank the Red Dwarf Series 7 episodes. It's going to drive me nuts. Yeah. Come on. It's just 8 pictures, you son of a bitch. Oh, God. Whatever, anyway. So the author apparently put, I was interested in this topic because of the increasing problematic about sexism in gaming community. Great journalists, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Great journalists. I was interested in this topic because of the increasing problematic something about sexism in gaming communities and the different experiences between women and men in online video games. Which online games are you playing?
Right.
Like, seriously, I doubt you're getting this from the Candy Crush community. So which game have you decided to walk into?
Right.
I'd make a really funny skit, like a Candy Crush sequence with people really yelling,
dropping N-bombs at each other.
Yep.
NF in NF. Yeah.
You know, the sad thing here is in that sentence, the increasing problematic whatever. This means that they don't read their own work and their editor doesn't read it either.
I know. No one does.
We're
blind
the
leading the blind.
we've ever read this.
That is a pretty funny fucking analogy, you know, the idea that like you've got like online competitive Candy Crush with voice chat. And then there's some girl wanders in. She's like, "Hi, everybody. My name is Cindy. I'm new here. Let's play some Candy Crush." And then it's like, "Hi, Cindy. Kill yourself."
Right.
And demonetized.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh well, I didn't
In Candy
care. I won't
Crush.
say it. In Minecraft, of course. Yeah. For this reason, being a highly masculinized environment dominated by sexist attitudes. No, you see, it's not sexist. You're the sexist.
Right. Because you're
You
coming
come in
in.
and you've done the same thing that happens when they say that all white people are racist.
Right.
You've fallen at the first fence because what you've just said is a racist statement.
Mm.
Right.
If you come in and say all men are all men in masculine environments are sexist, well, you, I'm afraid, have just been sexist.
This is akin to a woman walking into a men's restroom and saying, "Where are the tampon dispensers?"
Yeah.
Surprisingly, we don't need those. You know?
Presumably outside of Wisconsin or wherever it is.
Right.
Or, no, it's not. It's Minnesota.
Yeah, believe it or not, we don't need them. You know, so they were never
Shit.
included.
This shit is not loading. It is not letting me upload these fucking pictures to be able to
Do the rank.
to do the rank. Yeah, it's not letting me do it. It just will not do it.
Oh.
Upload additional images. Season 7, 1 to 8. Yes. Choose files. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Save. Submit. Spinning. I can't believe we're about to get fucking felted by tiermaker.com's fucking bullshit servers.
Right. Is it
This is
the
really annoying.
website itself? Maybe it's having some kind of issue.
We might have to just literally like not do it until Thursday.
There is every possibility that might be the case. But Thursday's going to be, pretty light day, for what we're doing.
Well, we're just going to be playing a game probably for
Yeah.
several hours. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll just see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. All right. In that case, then I'm afraid we can't fucking do the rank. So we're going to have to hold our tantric backload until Thursday.
That's right. Prepare for the full release at some point.
I'll keep this open and keep trying until it's done and save it so that it doesn't happen again.
Right.
I should have done it earlier, but it's never done this before. And sometimes in many cases, I've just added the episodes we're about to do on the time we're about to do them. But today I got kind of felted by the fact that I was so tired and I had to crash for a little while, which set me back an hour behind. So I was frantically trying to get this stream to start less than an hour late. So there we go. All right. In which case, then we're unfortunately done. That'll be it. That is the end of the show.
Yeah.
Shit. Look at that.
Look at this. Right around 2 hours, roughly. So
Yeah. Well, I might actually get some sleep tonight. That'd be nice. All right. Well, we will have a bigger, longer, and probably uncut stream on Thursday for the 200th. We'll be playing Broforce. Everybody make sure you got the game if you might want to play.
indeed.
And,
it's cheap. Less than
It's
$5.
it's very cheap right now. It's like fucking $3 or something crazy like that. So yeah, grab it while you can, and that'll be it then. I suppose we'll just have to do our outros, and I'll rest up, and we'll have a big time on New Year's Day.
Indeed.
I don't think I will be streaming tomorrow because it will be New Year's Eve, and it will be literally the run up to midnight. Like it's literally 12:30 right now. So
right.
for me, there are less than 24 hours left of 2025. So I'm probably taking night off tomorrow. Be there all the earlier in the morning on New Year's Day.
Indeed. I'll try not to be too hungover.
Yeah. Oh, I'm probably gonna have a mild hangover. Although it will be in the evening, so I'll have been able to sleep all day. Plus, I'm not planning to get drunk on B-52s. not
You've
even
already had
remotely.
your heavy session.
Kind
for
of
the season.
what I mean, we hadn't seen each other for like a year the three of us, and then slapped down on the table Bacardi 151.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you having a laugh? Like, I'm not ready for this. I drink like alcohol pops and beers now. You know,
I haven't drank 51 since I broke into county jail.
Right. The last time I drank 151 was when somebody gave me a shot of what I thought was tequila, and I was on stage at the time singing, and he dressed it up with the salt and the lemon and everything.
Mm.
So even though I can't stand tequila, I took the shot because, you know. And then of course immediately was like, oh, what the fuck was that? And he's like, it's 151 wanker. It's my Norse friend Raymond. Oh shit! Did
it work? It's done.
Yeah.
There we go. Just had to.
I just had to tell some embarrassing stories, and
that's right. Just wanted some foreplay. Yeah.
All right, but you're still going to have to give me about 2 minutes to put the episodes in the right order that they were already in. So just keep talking and talk about whatever the hell you fucking want. I don't care. Feminists, they're bitches. We hate them. Oh man, where did we really only have one episode in Fun But Flawed? Still, I thought we put more in there.
No, I don't think so.
No, I guess we've only got one. Oh well, it's interesting though to look.
That was the one with the garbage pod, wasn't it?
I'll pull it up on the screen because it's completely blank at the moment. But I have the previous ones open, so I can add them.
Yeah,
that's there. That goes there. That goes there. We got this one as well. The OG, of course, that was in all-time classic. We got the chili chutney sandwich. God, we've watched a lot of Red Dwarf, haven't we?
Yeah.
Confidence and Paranoia. Of course, Gunman of the Apocalypse is number 1, followed by Back to Reality is number 2, and then never thought it would be. It makes total sense to me even now, going back and looking at the order that we've ranked these in.
Mm-hmm.
Even having Terraform as number 3 above Polymorph and Backwards, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
stands to reason.
Maybe when we do the final one of these and we get everything all ranked, you should do just a ranking breakdown video at some point for people that haven't experienced all that is Red Dwarf themselves just yet.
What, we just sit and talk about the ranking?
Possibly.
Each episode. Yeah, that sounds pretty good, actually. It sounds like something we should do. All right. I think that's... Oh, no. Where's Mr. Flibble?
Yeah, don't forget Mr. Flibble.
Mr. Flibble is very upset. Yes.
Uncle Arnie fries him alive with his Hex vision. Oh, God. What a fucking stupid show. I love it. It's so brilliant. It's not stupid more. Talkie Toaster. And that was quite the arc we had there with the toast memes in the Jackbox, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Weeks and weeks of people just drawing pictures of toast. Rimmer World, Parallel Universe, Better Than Life, DNA, Emo Hawk, Me Squared, Queeg, Body Swap. Huh? Oh no, I fucked it up. What have I done wrong here? I've done something wrong. No, that. Oh, it's because it should be there. That's right. That's what I've done wrong. So fun. We got Camille. Out of Time. Time Slides. Last Day. Crichton. And Balance of Power. There you go. That's our ranking as it was. Okay, then. So let's begin. We've got 8 to do this time. So, obviously, first off, Tika to Ride. Very strong episode. Takes a little while to get going. I mean, these are all gonna do really well. I can tell already.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, this whole season was definitely
it was
stand
pretty
up.
much straight fire the whole time. The only ones that might be on the downside would be the middle two, really. But I don't know, was it all-time classic?
The intro was.
I certainly think of it
I
as
loved that.
I certainly think of it as one of the standout episodes.
Mhm.
I'd certainly say it's better than Confidence and Paranoia. It's
Yeah.
definitely better
Really
than.
good episode.
It's very funny. It is very funny because you've got Crichton with his no guilt chip.
Hmm.
So who cares? Pork
It's that man we
away.
found.
Smoking. He's standing around smoking.
It seems such a pity to leave him lying there when he died so beautifully.
Eating a person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
eating someone. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm really glad I had a chance to think about that, sir. Sometimes, you've just got to think the laws of time and space. Who gives a smeg? All right, yeah, it's definitely up there.
Yeah.
It's probably around about. Where did I just drop that? Fuck. Probably around Legion level.
Seems
Because
appropriate.
after that, you're in
Yeah.
like deep Red Dwarf lore. Like
Mhm.
the reverse poo, kissing a siren, justice, flibble, ace rimmer. You're in the absolute all-time best of the best from that point. So I don't
Yeah.
know whether it goes above or below Legion. Because Legion gives us the hard light drive.
Right. I
Mm.
think Legion might be a little bit more essential to the series.
I think it might be. Maybe I actually think I laugh more at Stasis Leak
Mm-hmm.
with him fucking telling the captain to cluck off. you know,
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
sticking his head through the table, go away, and all that. I think right there is pretty good.
Yeah, I
spot.
reckon. Now, would you kindly clock off before
Yeah.
I scratch your giblets and shove a large seasoned onion between the lips you never kiss with?
You know that line way too well, but fair enough. All right, next up, we have the triumphant return of the one true Ace Rimmer, riding an alligator down through the air, chasing a Nazi, shooting the chains off the Princess Bonjela.
I love this
Then,
episode so much.
huh?
I say I
Yeah.
love this episode so much. This is
I mean,
Yeah.
then you 3 listers. Yeah, sorry, that's funny in the chat. Then das war Ace Rimmer. We are lucky to have our lives.
Yeah,
What's
this
What's a guy? Indeed.
you can put this one as high as you like. That's
I think it's tough now. It's tough.
Mm.
It's tough. It's really tough.
I mean,
But then-
I wouldn't put it ahead of Gunman, but
No, it's not. I don't think it's up quite that high. I mean, I'd probably put it about here, maybe, just because of how unbelievably classic the
Yeah.
the back
it's
like marooned
so well
is.
shot, and
Oh, maybe it's better than marooned. Oh, that hurts to say. Marooned is a masterpiece.
Ruined is great, but
it is the original Rimmer Swan song. So
right. There's you get to see
I think it's
a
just
completion of an arc in terms of a character.
Yeah, and let's not forget, immediately after the entire Ace Rimmer sequence, you then get Lister's sequence where he's in the medieval game using the cheat codes to fuck the prince. That's just brilliant.
Oh god, I meant to say before we did that episode, we should have put,
Hello,
how? Oh,
sorry, I saw this in the chat. Hello.
Hey,
I was
All
going to say that would have been a strange thing for me to say.
Yes,
Like,
it would be a
several
strange thing
weeks
for you to
ago.
say. I do apologize. Go ahead.
and Happy New Year on your last day of 2025.
Happy New Year, dear.
But I thought we should have brought back like the nameplates. It sets everybody of Smeg. You know, 'cause
Lister of
it's
Smeg.
Smeg.
Yeah.
Will of Smeg, John of
Will of
Smeg,
Smeg. Yeah.
Rhoda of Smeg, Helzo of
Will of
Smeg.
Smeg.
It would have been funny.
Lister
But
of Smeg. This- Tell me, Lister of Smeg.
and then his wife was like, "We accept." You know, do we?
The accent
Yeah,
is a challenge. Oh, yes, you do. I just love that accent. Great episode. Great
Yeah.
episode. Yeah. All right. It's really tough to put it. I can't put it higher because this polymorph you've got.
No, it is
You
quite
know.
literally right now in the top 5. So
Yeah, it is.
that is rarefied air.
Well, I wonder
station
if it's
already.
going to stay there. It might get bumped by something eventually. We'll
True
see.
enough. True enough.
We'll
but
see. I just feel bad for kicking Marooned out of the top 5 because that is like, I fucking love that episode. But
it's brilliant.
It's so different. Anyway, okay, then we've got probably a little bit more of a tame one, which is Ouroboros, which is, of course, the introduction of Kachansky that makes it very important, but it also is not exactly the funniest. Crichton's freakouts are very funny. Not that I can really remember any of them. I just remember him being freaked out about
lying.
Oh, wait, yeah. Is this the episode? Is that the episode where he has his flash forward where we see him
yes,
kicking it out
with the Gelfs and everything?
Think it'd be better if you leave. We can't really be seen with you because you've got a funny shaped head.
We got you a keyring with a C on it. For Crichton.
Crichton spelled with a K. Oh, don't be a big baby. Yeah.
No. And there's a lot going on in this episode too. Again, as we just pointed out with Smoke Be a Clipper of completing an arc, we find out so much about how Lister even exists in this weird Swiss cheese reality. So
it's very good. I just don't know that it's an all-time classic. Apart from the, I mean, if it weren't for the massive lore dump about Lister's origin, it would be in like the middle somewhere. In terms of how funny it is, it's funny, but I guess that Crichton sequence is probably as funny as like Talkie Toaster or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it is. I think it's more than just brilliant comedy, though. I think that this still is in that category, just not necessarily at the top of it.
Okay, I'll give you. It's better than Confidence and Paranoia.
Yeah.
Don't think it's better than. I don't think it's better than the chili chutney sandwich though. Like, thanks for the memory. That's like the first time they did drama.
Right.
And it still hits me harder, I'd say, than finding out Lister.
Right, and you can see how Lister can have a tendency to be diabolical, even when he sets out to do something good.
Nice.
But he's not, because he's not actually thinking through.
You've destroyed me, Lister. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think about here. Does anyone have anything?
Yeah. No, that's perfectly.
Comedy-wise, it was really. Like the comedy sequences were really good, and the lore was really important, but like the lore bits were a bit too slow paced, I think. But
that's what I think. Yeah, it's sort of a bit of a slow drama heavy bit. You do get him shooting Kachansky through the leg with the harpoon too,
right? Which was the best place to actually aim the shot, as I said when we reviewed it. Because anywhere else, you have a tendency, you have a possibility of hitting an organ, or it's just not a big enough target. So aim for those meaty thighs.
Right. As it stands right now, we've only got fuck it. Well, maybe I'll re-add that later. But for now, I've got rid of that fourth row because I just can't be bothered having it. It's a pain in the ass just for one episode that we've had this whole time as a series.
Right.
And it's not that bad an episode anyway. So all right, I'll put it there then because I think that it does kind of lag a bit.
With the flawed but fun, we were trying to make sure there was, because it was just starting, we were trying to make sure that there was something in every box.
Yeah, you're right, and then we didn't need it.
But I think this many seasons in, I think it's fair to say that Red Dwarf is solid fun and better.
Yeah, pretty much always. Yeah, there's really not much you can say that's negative about it. Duck Soup. Now this is the one where Kachansky kind of gets her speed run of the character development, but not as much as the other boys do. It really is more about her and Lister and whether or not they're gonna fuck,
right?
And Crichton's insane paranoia and Machiavellian scheme to lock them all down in the ship to try and force her and Lister to
putting them on a pointless escapade that could have gotten them all killed.
Ultimately, he almost gets them all killed in a sun. Yeah, just because he's worried about her stealing Lister from him. Pretty good episode.
Yep.
It's tough because this series, when it does its drama side, and this is another one that really leans on the drama, you get some really good acting, but those are not really the criteria I want from Red Dwarf. When I'm ranking these, I'm ranking them based on how many times I laughed, how quotable it is. And then we sort of give bonus points for like lore dumps and things like that.
Yeah.
Because
the exchange with Cat and Lister about his claustrophobia is
wow, it is correct. If I was dead, you could not swing me around in here. I like it. I think it's a good episode. I just I'm trying to place it. It's difficult because I think almost all of these are better than it.
Right. Yeah, I would say it's more in the brilliant comedy level because it's not Kachansky's first episode. Does have a lot of just kind of getting her into the group, which is good stuff, but not necessarily essential to the way.
Yeah. You see, the thing is, the people who've made it think it's probably the best episode of the whole series. And I think, if I'd made it, I'd probably think that too, because they managed to pull off an episode basically out of their asses at the last minute when it became clear they didn't have the budget to do the cat episode. So that is respectable, but that's not on my list as the viewer of things. You know what I mean? Like if I was ranking myself from a fucking cinematography standpoint or a logistics of production standpoint, it would be a very different list.
Right. Well, seeing how it's kind of similar in a way, Queeg's deception as opposed to Crichton's deception.
Yeah.
You know, I think
I actually think Crichton's is probably funnier than Queeg, actually. As bad as it was that Holly was such a bastard to them, he didn't nearly get them all killed.
True enough.
On a whim. They were actually being really shitty to Holly too, so he had a justified reason. Yeah. Whereas Crichton's completely paranoid delusion led to him almost killing all of them, which is way funnier. So I think it goes above Queeg.
Yeah.
Well, I think some people in the chat are going to fucking crucify me for saying that. Queeg's
great. That's why I said.
Oh god.
Because the next thing to compare it to is Two Runners. You know.
That's too funny though.
I know. That's why I'm saying. That's why I chose
whining filthy piece of distended rectum.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that's where it has to go.
I think that's the one. That's the spot right there. Yeah. Okay.
And the problem with it is the drama is really, really good. But it
has to be pretty exceptional for me to consider it.
But I think the drama is actually better than the drama in Ouroboros. I
agree. Yeah.
Considering the majority of what we have here are episodes that we classified as all-time classics, you know, I think that it's fine to sit here and say,
I wouldn't call it an all-time classic. No,
it's not an all-time classic, but it is.
It definitely belongs in that tier.
I mean, it's a very, very good bottle episode,
right?
And if you consider that, like, Me Squared is part of a two-parter, basically, for starts in Confidence and Paranoia, but it also stands as a good bottle episode example as well, and so does Queeg. We're pretty much but then of course in the early series it was pretty much all bottle episodes because all they had was the ability to have people standing around in a spaceship talking. So all right. Okay, good. All right, next up is Blue.
Wow,
which is just immediately
pretty damn high.
It's going in the top somewhere. This is the only one I think could compete with Ace Rimmer's exit, and because it was the first episode I ever saw, so it's very, very present in my mind always, that Rimmer and Lister kiss. And it's the first time I ever see two men kissing each other on the TV screen for even half a second, and it made me laugh like a fucking hyena because it was so absurd to see that at the time.
Yeah, you know? it doesn't matter that it was the first episode you ever saw, because that was my reaction to it too.
Right. And of course,
that final sequence in AR. yeah, the Rimmer experience is, if there's something to rival,
Cheers, not a lot. Take it easy, mate.
yeah, because Ace Rimmer, becoming Ace is Rimmer's greatest achievement, whereas the
And
Ace
then,
Rimmer
unfortunately,
experience is his
it
greatest
kind of gets
humiliation.
completely ruined by the fact that what they're able to resurrect of the old Rimmer makes them all hate him again.
Right,
In some ways, is actually better.
right.
It's like, again, the set pieces and stuff in the other episode are so fucking good. But
They belong next to each other. I'm not sure which way around. I think the set pieces take it.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, iffy dippy my spaceship, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Now I'm
Rimmer is
comparing it
more
to
known
Maroon.
as a bastard than, a high achiever. So
I'm trying to think whether it's better than Marooned or not.
right?
Because Marooned is another Rimmer Lister episode, but it has all of that hilarious, all those anecdotes, like how they lost their virginity. You were, you lost your virginity when you were 12.
Well, you can't have been a full member of the golf club.
You can't have been a full member of the golf club then, yeah. This is brilliant.
Yeah.
Or when he's talking about losing his virginity.
Now you're making it more difficult.
And he goes, "How was it?" And he goes, "Brilliant, incredible, Bentley V8 turbo." Like, it's just brilliant. I think I like Marooned better, Oh, but I kind of want to place them next to each other because they're just like a call and answer.
Right. It kind of.
Why am I agonizing over this? It doesn't fucking matter.
And the Rimmer song as well.
Yeah, that's true. The song is something very personally hilarious to me, and apparently to you too.
Oh, the last,
and it is kind of funny that for all of this character development, all this growth, and then again, of course, what happens in the Ace Rimmer episode, and all of the closeness that they forged in episodes like Marooned, it still ends with Lister saying, "I never want to see or hear from that scum-sucking, lying, weasel-minded smegger in my entire life."
Right.
So, all right, I'll keep it there. All right. Next up, we have we have Beyond the Joke. Now this is really tough because I think low key the entire fucking set piece at the beginning in Pride and Prejudice Land is one of the funniest things the show has ever done.
Beyond a Joke is pretty
like it's like the rest of the episode is pretty funny. There's lots of pretty funny humor, but it does of course dive into the Crichton drama rabbit hole again, which is fine. It's fine. But it starts off with what I think is probably even funnier than the Ace Rimmer Nazi bit. I just think Crichton stomping through that forest with a blowpipe is just fucking priceless.
It's brilliant, but
then fucking rolling up in a goddamn rolling up in a fucking Russian tank or whatever.
Right,
it is.
him specifically modding the AR experience.
To bring a tank to a gazebo in Jane Austen world. Yeah. Oh, so good. I love it. The little boy in me loved it too. Like the pubescent kid was like, "Yeah, fucking tank," Right. I don't know. I don't know. Is it better than Blue? I don't know. I think as funny as that is, I still think that these are more classic.
Right.
Overall.
Yeah.
Including Quarantine. I'd probably put it above Dimension Jump because because as iconic as that is, like I still laugh my balls off at Crichton running through the woods a lot more than I do at Ace Rimmer's first appearance.
Right. And we do have the final form of Ace so much higher. That seems
like it's great, but I think they do.
I mean, it is brilliantly funny, yeah.
And Mr. Flibble, for as crazy as Crichton is in the episode,
Mr. Flibble's even more insane and became literally a fucking meme, like one of the first memes of the show. Like there are websites dedicated. They're literally, if you went to reddwarf.com for years, like the whole website was dotted with pictures of Mr. Flibble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
And even there's Flibble's Lair, which is a channel that has all of the DVD extras on it on YouTube. So it's that important, you know. All right, now it gets tough. Now we get really tough because we've got 2 really dramatic episodes to finish off, but they're also both really good.
Right.
Particularly Epideme. Epideme is like Epideme pissed me off when I was I told you before. It pissed me off because I just got into the show and then they cut the arm off the main character.
Right.
It pissed me off because it was dramatic, but I loved it. But it annoyed me. It annoyed me to watch this happen to Lister because I liked him, you know, a lot.
I found the actual character of Epideme pretty annoying.
You did?
Mm.
See, since I've discovered the guy who did his voice and what they were going for, I've started to like Epideme much more. But
I totally think they did it right, but I found the character annoying. Like,
so what important moments then instead of just comedy? Because clearly it's not a very comedy focused episode. I mean, you do have some great comedy. You've got raiding the frozen ship, the gob of ice water goes down Lister's back, faking out and foreshadowing that something's going to happen to Lister with him screaming at the start and it's all for nothing. Then of course you've got zombie sex where he pulls the teeth out and spits them out.
Yeah, that's so gross.
Fucking funny and disgusting. You know, the performance of Epideme, whether you like it or not, is a bit Marmite. So I can see if it would annoy you or you'd find it funny. But it does kind of make me laugh. I think it's very funny and very clever how they trap him, manage to get him to triple the speed of Starbug so that they can fly back to where they need to go, and also just in time for Kachansky to pull off an act of actual, like, true, this ain't no girl boss, this is just a badass bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
Bravery by using Caroline Carmen's arm and cutting it off.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Do you think this is better than Tika to Ride, since we're in season 7?
Yeah. Yeah. I think story-wise it's better. I don't think that comedy-wise it's nowhere near as good.
All right.
Yeah, I have to agree.
It's tough. If I'm ranking it just on comedy, it's probably quite low. If I'm ranking it on sort of overall impact and comedy, then it's quite high.
This does start the 5-episode arc of the shift of everything.
That's true. That's true. If that hadn't happened to Lister, then we never would have got back Red Dwarf.
So
that's fairly important.
Yeah. But I think it's somewhere in that area.
It's probably in the classics then.
Yeah.
Probably beneath
classics, but
probably beneath Tika to Ride. Probably that.
Tika to Ride is funnier, definitely.
Yeah.
Tika to Ride is much funnier. I if I had to choose which one to watch, I'd watch Tika to Ride.
The way I'm trying to think of it is how would you feel about showing it to your mate for the first time they've watched Red Dwarf?
Not great.
Yeah. Where it would be right, maybe.
It's too much of a, like, you know, let me introduce you to this character as he is about to die, and you get none of the stuff that made you like him in the first place.
Right. You have to have a little bit more investment to go into this episode.
Yeah.
Whereas Tika to Ride, you know, everybody knows about the Kennedy assassination, so it's immediately got a point.
And plus, you have the lore dump right at the start with Lister's camcorder. So
yeah, because it was the first series after the longest break they'd had at the time, wasn't it? As well, so I think they purposely wrote it as an introduction to the show.
Yeah, it was 4 years. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Then we've got Nanaki, which again is a very important episode in terms of what it does, but it is and it is kind of funny in places where you get like Crichton with the jar of nanobots and the pencil.
Not here. It's too much sand.
Not here, it's too sandy. That's just from a purely goonerific
Yeah, I found it much funnier than Epideme.
It is much funnier than
much
Epideme,
funnier.
but it also is completely silly in places. Like hand pick up the ball is great.
Right.
Yeah.
Hand pick up the ball. Sir, I think your subconscious might actually be telling you punch Crichton in the head. Lay one out on the deranged droid who cut off my arm. You know. Okay, yeah, it's way funnier actually.
Yeah.
But I don't know though, because I feel like maybe Meltdown is funnier, and I think I might like it better than Epideme.
Yeah.
That seems I can say Meltdown.
I can deal with that.
Odd. Yeah. Still relative.
And I guess if episode 1 is like the benchmark, it's fine.
Yeah.
It belongs here for what it is. It's definitely it's a better episode. Epideme is better than Time Slides. So that's in the right place. And I'd say Nanaki is better than Epideme, and probably about right next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hand pick up the ball is great, but it doesn't make me howl like
the absurdist
like Gandhi doing push-ups.
Monty Python-esque insanity take place. Yeah, it is next level.
Yeah. I mean, it's just in Meltdown, it's just literally all about I've got my eye on you, Gandhi. You know? Get him out of that damn nappy. It's just fucking brilliant. I love that shit, man.
Indeed. And and we get to the end of season 8. Are we doing all episodes 1 through 3 as one connected?
That's a good
I
question.
think so.
I think we should.
Well, then it'll almost immediately take probably the second spot then, because then if you combine it, it's almost unfair to do it that way. I think we should do it as 3 because it was broadcast as 3.
Yeah, actually,
plus you've got 3 very different kinds of episodes.
Yeah, they're very different situations, aren't they?
Okay.
Yeah, because then you've got, for example, the second part.
Well, I guess
has all of the Rimmer sex in it,
right,
which is hilarious.
Yeah, and I guess that also makes sense for Pete as well, which I did just watch yesterday.
We've done it with every other 2-part, whether they were officially 2-parters or not.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think we should do it that way, because I'd like to give flowers where that's what he's talking about. Back in the Red. Yeah, I think we do Back in the Red.
I mean Back to Earth. Sorry, they both begin.
Yeah, definitely we'll do Back to Earth. Yeah, 100%, because there are parts of Back to Earth that are way better than others. Carbug, Zoom and Enhance. You haven't seen it yet, John, obviously, but there are some pretty fucking funny parody jokes in there.
I think we're going to have some interesting conversations about that series.
I know, because you can't stand it, and I've seen it like 3 times now in my life, and really warmed to it. So,
I'm hoping that'll happen. That'll happen for me when I watch it.
I hope we'll have a fucking debate, because we almost never disagree on anything, so that'll be entertaining for the audience.
Just a few short weeks away. Back to Earth. That is.
It's only a couple of weeks away.
I already have it. I already have it here in my folder queue. I just need to get the last
one. We'll have to do all of that in one episode, though. No, wait, no, we Yeah, we will. Yeah, because of the way we.
Right?
No, we won't. We'll be doing Only the Good, and then part 1 of Back to Earth, and then we'll do 2 and 3 to Earth. Right. Yeah, you're right. That will keep us on track, so that when we get to series 10 and it's just 6-episode series again, then we can carry on as we were.
Right.
Yeah, that's better. I'm looking forward to series 10. I think series 10 gets really underrated, and I've only seen.
I don't remember it very well.
I've seen it maybe 3 times now, and I really like series 10.
I remember I really enjoyed series 11.
Right, I can barely remember 11. But I definitely remember loving 10. 10's great because 10's got Lister. 10's got the sequence with Lister. Well, I guess I can say it now because it's not a spoiler anymore, because John knows Lister's his own dad. But there's an episode in series 10 where Lister literally gets blackout drunk. He has a ritual apparently where he sends himself a birthday card every year, but he sends it 1 year later to be delivered to him a year after he wrote it. And then he gets himself completely, utterly fucking kashnickered and can't remember what he wrote.
Right.
So when he gets the card a year later, it's like he's got a real dad.
It's like Memento.
Yeah. So it's a bit like that, yeah. So but then in this one episode, what he does, Series 10, yeah. In that episode, he's decided that he's very disappointed in himself as his son. So he leaves himself a series of videos telling him he's going to go and enroll in the blah blah Space Corps, yada yada yada, or he's going to flush his guitar into space and stuff like that. And every time Lister is watching these, he's just like, you know, because he's watching a VHS. He's like, I don't give a shit. Fuck it. Fast forward, and then the tape goes, I told you not to fast forward, David. You know, and it's all Craig Charles, and your brain gets tricked by it into thinking they're two characters, and they're both Lister. You know, and it's like the night before he recorded it. You know, and it really cracks me up. It's a great performance from Craig Charles, who was sick as a dog when he was doing it. Had like a terrible fever at the time.
Right.
So
I do think it's impressive that quite literally over by one episode, over half the list is an all-time classic. That is an accomplishment for any series.
Series 7, yeah. Yeah. We've got 1, 2.
Well, I'm just
3,
saying, like
4,
looking at the list right now, like over
5.
half of our list is all-time classics by one.
Oh,
2.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, I mean, that is because that's how many. I mean, that's why I sort of started to think maybe we should drop some of them down a bit.
I just think that it speaks to that this is an all-time classic series, and that if you are somebody who enjoys comedy, science fiction, you know, just character development, all these various things.
Either of them or both, because my mum loved this show as well and couldn't give a rat's ass about sci-fi.
Right, and that's why I'm just saying this is if you are a fan of fictional serialized shows in any regard, this is something that everyone should go.
It's something special. That much is 100% true. Yeah. But yeah, like my mum would just die at Crichton. Like almost everything he did just killed my mum with laughter. You know,
right.
And whereas me and Dad were much more into like Rimmer, you know, Rimmer makes us laugh. But I mean, I like
in back in the Reds when Crichton gets reset to his factory settings and he's like, I am programmed to surf. My mum actually like really like made proper crying noises, like oh.
Right, yeah. No one wants that. And then of course it's all fake, and like 5 minutes later he's back. They've deprogrammed him. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'd say that certainly from Thanks for the Memory up, I can't argue it's all-time classic, yeah. And if there's a gray area, it'd probably just be Confidence and Ouroboros. But I put them there because you guys wanted them there, so that's fair. Yeah, pretty good fucking list. I don't think there's many people in the world who would disagree with us.
Yeah,
there'd probably be a few who'd be like, "Why'd you put Series 7 in all-time classic?" I'd be like, "Because it fucking is.
It is. Go back and watch it again."
You did. There's no doubt about it. By all our metrics, it is fucking all-time classic. So
yeah,
kiss my ass, you know.
Yeah. Chansky's great.
Cool. There we go. Nice. Brilliant. All right. Saving. And and hopefully it will fucking let me. Yeah. So we've done it. We've got Series 7 now. That's fantastic. We're gonna
don't forget to screenshot it just in case you have to rebuild it all over again.
Yeah, I won't. I always download the image, save it to my desktop too. So there's no possibility that I can delete it from my OneDrive. All right, cool, good, done, saved, done, great, sharing. Okay. All right, that's our show. Thank you very much, guys, for being here for it. We do appreciate you all very much. Let's get to some outros. Rhoda, what you got? Tomb Raider, apparently.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be doing some Tomb Raiders tonight. Depends on a couple of things. I'm hearing a lot of noises in the house, and I need to go and find out what's going on.
Yeah.
People coming and going. It's all right. I'm not alone in the house. It's not like scary or anything. but I need
You
to
are
find out
very
what's
mad,
going
so
on.
it would be fine to be alone in the house anyway, surely, right?
Huh?
You're hearing weird noises. For me, I'm just like, what's that fucking cat doing? You know?
Oh yeah, yeah. If I oh, I miss my cat.
Yeah, when I hear noises, I either assume it's one of the 137 inbred cats, or there's mice that need to be caught, which I actually just caught 2 in the steel trap the other day. Anyways, Rhoda Sade is out.
The weirdest one when he was a little kitten, he found his way into the attic, and it was just like, what the fuck is that noise for like hours? And he wasn't stuck or anything. He was just pissing about and having a great time. But
I love how many personal anecdotes we say on this show. It's like a true bromance. This trio. It's like I don't object at all. By the way, I love that we do that. I think that's great because we've all become like really good friends through doing the show together, and people have watched it happen. So
Indeed.
it's nice. You know?
We are the boys of the fans.
Anyway, carry on, buddy.
So I suspect that might mean that we've got visitors that I might have to go and say hello to. So that's one thing it'll depend on, and the other is how long Sardoc's available for. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do some Tomb Raiders tonight. If not, I'll probably do something else unless we've got people here for a long time, which will probably be the 4th part in Sonic 1. I've done Sonic, I've done Tails, I've done Knuckles, so I suppose I better do Amy.
Sonic 1.
Oh,
By the way, first
Sonic
of all,
Origins.
gay. But secondly, which Sonic game?
Sonic Origins version of Sonic 1.
Oh right, okay, cool. Nice.
It's just like I randomly played it after I'd done another stream, but it said I was still streaming because I just thought, you know,
Okay, fair enough.
I'm on, I might as well be on.
So wait,
and I
you get
felt
to
like
play
playing it.
them?
Yeah,
Sonic 1. I
yeah,
don't think I actually did that. I need to go back to that game. Do I
yeah.
have it? On...
It's only in Sonic Origins.
What do I do? I don't have that on Steam. What do I got it on? Oh, my fucking Switch. Oh, I'm never going to play that again.
Fair enough.
As much as I love my Switch.
it's Sonic Origins Plus. That's it, because they put out an upgrade. They put out an upgrade a year later, which added the other characters to Sonic 1.
Oh, that explains it. When did Sonic Origins come out? 23? Yeah, 23. That explains it. I didn't play. I played it before that expansion came out. That's why. Yeah, the last time I played Sonic Origins, the expansion hadn't come out yet, so that's why.
Yeah, yeah. They added the other characters to Sonic 1, and
That's pretty cool.
It does actually make a difference. Is you can get a much faster time on Green Hill at 1 if you play as Tails and just like fly over everything.
I can see that. Yeah.
Like, you know, spin dash, get up on the platform, jump, fly.
Yeah. Once you go up the ramp with where the rings on, you fly to the end.
Like,
yeah.
I think my best time on the original physical cartridge is 32 seconds. I think I've got that down to 27 with Tails.
I can see that, because once you get over that big loop, the big hill where the Buzz Bomber is, and you've got the like triangle sort of trapezoid of rings, then after that, whatever you do in Green Hill Zone 1-1 is like that's going to dictate your time. Up until that point, you're pretty much always going as fast as you possibly can. But if you can just fly, then all the obstacles become irrelevant.
This is how I ended up doing Sonic 1 on stream. It's just like we were just done with Tomb Raider, because it was like, finish the level. We haven't got time to do another whole level, so let's end it here. And I just said, well, you know, right, I'll have a quick go at Sonic 1, and try and get below 30 seconds because you can do it with spin dash. And
Right.
but by the time I'd done like 20 attempts and actually finally got below 30 seconds, I thought, well, I'm playing it now.
There
So
you go.
that ended up being an entire playthrough, and then I thought, do it as the next character, do it as the next character. So whenever I've got no one to help me out on stream, then I pick that up.
Oh, right.
Hmm.
Well, fair enough then.
Anything else?
Right. I've added Sonic Origins to my wish list immediately.
There we go.
So if anyone wants to buy me a Christmas present, Griff. Anyway, that's it. Anything else from you, Rhoda?
Well, I'll see you guys on New Year's Day, so I guess it's Happy New Year for now.
Indeed.
Unless I stream tomorrow and you show up on it, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow because I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. But yeah, failing that, see you guys on Thursday. I'll be on Noise's channel on Thursday as well, I think.
Cool.
And we had something planned on Friday and a panel show on Saturday and X33 on Sunday.
Lovely.
After Red Dwarf, obviously.
Obviously. Cool.
So yeah,
Right.
the only other thing, as I always say, is be good, and if you can't be good, be careful.
Lovely. John?
Let's see. It is Tuesday. I imagine Toasty and I will be getting into an episode of Two for Tuesday this evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. Of course, they're throughout the week with her, Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. As long as the schedule doesn't get bumped for any kind of weird reasons. But as far as I'm aware, we'll be doing that. And then we will be back here for the new year on Thursday at the same normal time that we start, 8 a.m. Well, I guess 9 a.m. rather, Eastern. For me, I'm Central, so it's always gotta remind myself, like 9 a.m. in the morning, 8 p.m. at night. But yeah, but still, I'm always an hour removed from whatever time I'm saying. So, this weekend we should be starting up on the Weekend Culture again at 11 a.m. Eastern. We should be doing an episode over there on Honey Badger Arcade's channel. Taking the last couple of weeks off for the holidays, but it will be the start of the new year. Hopefully there will be some things to talk about because again, today was like a low news day, but it's the end of the year, so it is what it is. And then otherwise, I'm just working on doing production stuff for all the various people that I do things with and for. I'm sure I'll probably squeeze in a little bit more game time, but I need to I need to have a much more capable system so I can do the game streams or anything like that. But one battle at a time, as they say. Other than that, though, I do want to thank everybody for hanging out with us for what actually became our more standard 3-hour format after we did the Furious Rank, and I hope everybody got the extent of their full release. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, everybody in the chat, and it's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. But everybody have a wonderful remainder of your 2025, and we will see you here on Thursday to celebrate a new one and all the craziness that will come with that. Other than that, just have a wonderful week going forward. Of course, safe travels ahead, and be awesome as always. Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you, mate. Now I really want to play Sonic. Shit, I really want to play Sonic.
Rhoda's the enabler. He's your pusher, man.
I love Sonic, man. I love classic Sonic. I just do. I can't. I've never been able to resist. And now I'm just sort of looking at the maps of Green Hills Land and going, oh, I want to go fucking run through that really quickly. Yeah, there it is. All right. Well, anyway, regardless of all that, I'm still looking at the map. Stop it. I'm tired. I got to go to bed. I might manage to grab an hour on a game before I go to sleep. Then For me, it will be back to grinding out a video for tomorrow, which will probably be. I have one recorded already, and I can't remember what the fucking hell it is actually.
Was it the thing you were talking about earlier? The bad side of 2025?
Oh no, that's the day after that.
It's the day after.
There's one more that I recorded the other day, and I can't remember what the fucking hell the subject actually was anymore now. How silly is that? It's not War Between the Land and the Sea. It's not the other one. I don't fucking know. I did a whole bunch of them. Anyway, I do. If I can't find the other one, then yeah, I'll release the 10 worst things about 2025. To go with the 10 best things about 2025 that I put out on Christmas Day. That video got completely felted though, by the way. I only got like 200 views. So if you haven't seen it, go support it. Thank you. As for today, you'll definitely like the video I put out because it's full of clickable, well, not clickable. It's full of goonable ladies because it is about how beauty and the beautiful characters are beginning to return to video games after a long fucking period of being out in the woods.
It was quite the drought.
It was. So I did a 14 or 15-minute video about that, heavily edited, very nice production, very good script, if I do say so myself. Please check it out. It came out about 2 hours ago. So
Nice.
Please do run it up. And that's it. Yeah, I'm going to grab a bottle of Prosecco tomorrow so that we can have a good drink. Or depending on what I can get, maybe champagne if that's it. I got a little money tucked away for that.
If I may make a suggestion, Prosecco I find far too sweet.
There's a nice dry one at a restaurant here. A French restaurant has a very dry Prosecco that me and the wife both really love.
Okay.
So in a pinch, I can go to the restaurant.
Just Carver.
Carver's good, like Carver, yeah.
I think it's nicer and it's also cheaper.
True. And I still have a bottle of cheap vodka down here by the side of my desk. So when everyone else is drunk the fucking bubbly, I'll be up on that, having a sesh.
Nice.
And smoking a big fat cigar for my old man. So there we go. And as is tradition now for me in the Philippines, since my first year here for Christmas and New Year, which was 2020, because we were still technically in lockdown, what I do is I put on Big Ben from last year, sync it up to the clock, and watch it. Even though fuck Keir Starmer and Westminster, but still it's tradition, So that's what we do. We have like a mini British style New Year.
Nice.
Here in Asia. These things are important to me. Indeed. Anyway, there we go. That's it from me. So thank you everybody for being here. We do appreciate you. Nice long episode today. And we did finally get our Furious rank out of the way. Hope you enjoyed it. As for me, thank you very much. Is in order for Sardoc, James O.P., Garrett, Griffin, Smeghead, St. Hugo, Garrett again, and Sardoc with the... That's it. Boys of the Fans will be back on Thursday. I won't see you live till then. Have a great new year. And all the stuff, Take care. Spike your hair. Fuck Disney, fuck Nintendo, fuck Sam Piker, he's a piece of shit. As well as making sure that you definitely, yeah, of course, question everything, respect the fans, check out the Discord, the link is below. We'd love to see you in there chatting away with us. We'll be trying to sort out an awards ceremony for 2025 sometime in the next couple of weeks because there's a lot of extra work involved and I haven't had time for it yet, frankly. So we'll do it around about then. That's it. Peace. Take care. Boys of the Fans. Hanging loose. Happy New Year. Tatty bye.